what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddamn!
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish frying while season and marinate. Every season, it's no reasoning, just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama brutality, stop fouling me, I'm goated. Body shots got them folding. Every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud, smoke these niggas Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time, point me to the limelight. Mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay, all the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's never been
fucking
anybody.
wait.
I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it. Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. And don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K Duke full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to the channel. And please don't forget to ring that noti bell so you can be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Hamrothstein, aka GOAT Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen in the Wolf Pack, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my YouTube account. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my Facebook account. Shout out to everybody that's watching this motherfucking live stream on my Twitter account, my IG account. And shout out to the TikTokers. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come through the throat. Drop some threes in the chat. Let me know if you're slipping and sliding with your boy, E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. And once again, man, how can I forget about the playback gang? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my niggas at work, my males and females getting it in, man, on working the graveyard shift. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Now, let's get to this shit because I ain't going to be on here all night. So let me preface my comments by saying, if you don't like to hear the absolute truth, then maybe you should go ahead and hit the dislike button, and maybe you should just go ahead and unsubscribe to my channel because I ain't on anybody's payroll, which means I'm not going to say what y'all want to hear. I'm the nigga that's going to say what y'all need to hear, right? Y'all know this about your boy, GOAT Thriller. That's why I feel like I'm the realest nigga in this shit, right? Because I ain't on one of these motherfucking fighters' camps. I ain't in neither one of these niggas' chats and all this other shit and holding the mitts or, you know, holding a heavy bag or getting interviews behind the scenes and taking trips and all this extra shit. I'm not into none of that shit. And once again, I am also not in the business of kissing another grown man ass, butt cheeks for clicks, for likes, for interviews, because that ain't what I'm in this shit for. Y'all already know how I play. So once again, hear me and hear me good. If you are one of those individuals who is extreme and over the top and over emotional and you're a Bud buddy and you don't want to keep it real with Bud or any of your other fighters, this episode isn't for you. Okay, so now that I got that shit out the way, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence just had a press conference today, this afternoon. Shout out to both of these individuals. We are 17 days away from the motherfucking fight of the century, y'all. And would you niggas believe me if I were to tell you that Terence Crawford, aka the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world, and it ain't even close, yeah, I said it, had the nerve to come out and say this bullshit during this press conference. Without further ado, DJ E Thriller, roll that clip. And for the record, I'm not going to show the visuals. I'm only going to play the audio because I ain't trying to get flagged. YouTube, with that being said, Please don't flag my account. Pretty please. I'm going to listen to the audio of what was said from Terence Bud Crawford whenever he was asked this question about Errol Spence. I want y'all to listen and listen very closely. Roll that clip through.
Thank you for your time, man. Marcus Hayes with Fight Hub.
So,
Terence, with all that's been said and assumed by the fans and the pundits alike.
Hey, before I get this going, can y'all drop some threes in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear this shit in the chat? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear the audio and if y'all can hear me before I really get to cooking and saying what the fuck I gotta say. Because this is for educational purposes only. Drop something in the chat, man, if y'all rocking with your boy, you Thriller, and if y'all can hear me. Shout out to my dog, Brim. I see you, Darian. I see you, COE. I see you, Agent 48. I see you, Woo. Where you been at, boy? What up, my dog? ASAP, 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 ASAP. Shout out to my dog, ASAP, man. But back to this goddamn interview.
About you potentially having ducked Errol Spence Jr. What part of this are you looking forward to the most, if you had to pick?
I'm just looking for the fight, looking towards the fight. Like, I pretty much don't entertain the people that say foolishness, things like that. Crawford ducking Spence or Spence ducking Crawford and things like that. I don't pay attention to things like that because I've been fighting since I was 7 years old and I ain't ducked nobody. Errol Spence been fighting all his life and I'm pretty sure he haven't ducked anyone either. When you coming up in the amateurs, you fighting the best of the best for free, fighting everybody, you know. So this is what we do. This is what, you know, we love to do. This is how we feed our family. So it wasn't in a case of just sign a contract or you ducking. When the business was right, then you got to fight.
Well, I kind of find that funny, Terence Bud Crawford, because would y'all motherfuckers in the chat, shout out to everybody in the Woodpack, make sure y'all hit that like button, but would y'all believe your boy Go Thriller if I were to tell you that not even a month ago on $1 million worth of game, Terence Bud Crawford said this: I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. Please don't flag my account, YouTube, pretty please. Let's go out to $1 million worth of game. Shout out to Gillian Wallow. And if you haven't seen this, this was posted about a month ago. It has about 846K views. Go run them numbers up. Go sub up to this channel. I'm not going to show the visual. I'm only going to play the audio. Let's listen to what Terence Bud Crawford had to say to Gilly and Wallow, because I'm going to paint this picture so vividly with my words. Roll that shit, DJ E Thriller.
You and Errol Spence. This is the fight everybody's waiting on. I'm talking about everybody. Every fucking body. What's stopping it?
Nothing. That's the next fight for me and him. I'm sitting here telling you that right now. That's the next fight for me and him, and I'm going to show the world, you know, why Terence Crawford ain't been able to get those big marquee fights as everybody say I haven't had. You know, I'm going to show him why.
Okay, so let's stop it right there. Terence Bud Crawford. See, I don't know if you know this or not, my brother. I'm not sure if you follow my channel, if you watch my channel. I don't know. And to be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. But I am the king of whooping a motherfucker with his own words, because I'm the same nigga that I always say. I hold Errol Spence to his words and things that come out of his mouth, which is why I was able to create the best series on YouTube of Here's Proof that Errol Spence is ducking Terence Bud Crawford. Facts, E Thriller, big facts. I created 19 motherfucking episodes, 19 fucking classics of all truth, nothing but facts, nothing sugar coated, wasn't anything fabricated. This was shit that was coming out of straight out of the horse's mouth, which is Errol fucking Spence. And now here we are, lo and behold, 17 days before the biggest motherfucking fight in both of your careers. You want to come out and say that Errol Spence was never ducking you? But then if that's the case, my nigga, what the fuck did you mean by whenever you just said this shit? You just sat up here and said, I am going to show the world why I haven't been able to get these quote unquote marquee names in the ring with me. So to me, if I'm reading in between the lines, hello, You're either saying that they was ducking you on the PBC side, or you're either saying they was avoiding you, whatever the case may be. You was on the island because you was on the quote unquote wrong side of the street. That's what Errol Spence said. That's what others said on the PBC. Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, and beyond. All these motherfuckers has been saying this shit, and you roll with the narrative that you created. We didn't create this shit as YouTube content creators. We went off of what the fuck you were saying about Errol Spence for 5 fucking years. And y'all let me know in the chat if I'm reaching, because I don't feel like I'm reaching. As a matter of fact, fuck that. Let me rewind it because I just want to hear this shit correctly. Let me make sure I'm hearing this shit. Hold on, y'all. Let's roll this shit.
Let me say this. Coming out of Nebraska, Omaha, right?
Right.
You know, you and Errol Spence. This is the fight everybody's waiting on. I'm talking about everybody. Every fucking body. What's stopping it?
Nothing. That's the next fight for me and him. I'm sitting here telling you that right now. That's the next fight for me and him, and I'm gonna show the world, you know, why Terence Crawford ain't been able to get those big marquee fights as everybody say I haven't had. You know, I'm gonna show him why.
When people say that, because
Okay, so Terence Bud Crawford, once again, if you claim that this nigga wasn't ducking you, then why are you sitting up here saying what you saying to Gillian Wallow? With a straight motherfucking face. You sat up here and said that, look, I haven't been able to get these marquee names. We've seen the tweets in the past, which I'm about to show y'all here shortly. We've seen you on video saying, oh, whenever I get a belt, Keith Thurman, you want to go over here, Errol, you want to go over there, but now I got a belt. Now y'all don't want to fight. What's up? We seen you say this shit. And this shit is kind of reminiscent of the same goofy ass shit that you just said on All Access on episode number 1. Whenever you was up there and Errol Spence, I think Bo Max said something about bring your hot sauce or some shit, and Errol was like, Bud don't even eat hot sauce. And Bud started laughing like, how the fuck you know that? Nigga, your goofy ass said it on the goddamn Fight Hype interview, Bud. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, I know my guy, who is still my favorite fighter in the sport, who I'm still picking to whoop Errol Spence and knock him the fuck out in 10 to 11 rounds. I'm not jumping ship on the fucking fight. But see, the difference between me and them, I am going to hold my favorite fighter accountable whenever it's necessary. Faxy Thriller, big facts. And I got to pose this question, man, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be facetious because I know this shit is legal in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. And we all know that Terence Bud Crawford, a.k.a. the Boogeyman, a.k.a. the #1 fighter in the sport of boxing, yeah, I said it, trains in Colorado Springs. But my nigga, are you high? Are you getting high? I mean, how soon do we forget every single thing you've been saying that's been leading up to this point? Now, all of a sudden, you want to change your tune. Now, all of a sudden, you want to say that we are foolish to say that you or Errol Spence was ducking one another when I can vividly remember you were saying this shit time and time again. You just said this shit not even that long ago. As a matter of fact, let me remove this shit. Let me go out to another press conference. Do y'all remember this shit? And once again, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. YouTube, don't flag my account. Let's go out to the best series on YouTube. Do y'all remember this shit? All right, so this is part number 10. This was right after the press conference between Sean Showtime Porter and Terence Bud Crawford. I'm not going to show the visuals, but I want y'all to listen to what Terence Bud Crawford had to say. DJ E Thriller, roll that clip.
So, more importantly, seeing that the TGB comment, and you kind of addressed the Tom Brown situation, all that, after, sitting down and seeing them, what did it feel like to be able to just tell them, like, the fighters?
Oh, man, because all y'all media outlets has been blaming me for these type of fights not being able to get made. And I've been telling y'all, I've been calling for the fights. I can't make these fighters jump in the ring and fight me when, I was told they don't have a promoter, so they can fight on any network. They can fight anybody. So that goes to show, that it wasn't, Team Crawford fault, Top Rank fault, that the fights couldn't get made, So I just wanted to point that out.
Say it ain't so. I mean, how soon do we forget, my nigga? Say it ain't so. Terence Bud Crawford. Because you just sat up here and said What was this in 2021? The last time I checked, whenever this fight got made between you and Sean Showtime Porter, you just said, hey man, it wasn't me, it wasn't Team Crawford, it wasn't Top Rank. It was basically, he's alluding to the PBC and their fighters. Errol Spence, Sean Porter, your Dana Zugas, Danny Garcia, who was offered a fight but turned it down to go face an Adrian Granados. And we all know Keith Thurman said, oh, I ain't got no interest in facing that boy. I mean, he beat Jeff Horn, but who is Jeff Horn? I could have beat him with one arm behind my back. You understand what I'm saying? These are the things that the PBC fighters were saying, and you were sitting up here saying, just like some of the niggas that you just basically alienated, like niggas like such as myself and all these other YouTube content creators who go to bat for you time and time again. You just basically throw us under the bus and shit it on us for absolutely no fucking reason that I can even think of. This shit is unfathomable. This shit is inexplicable. I cannot explain or justify the motherfucking words that came out of your mouth this afternoon. And I don't even think you realize the magnitude of the shit that you just pulled, because now I got to deal with some of the biggest and some of the best Earl sexuals on YouTube, such as General Big Fish, such as IOTBA, such as the BFB Ringmaster Q, coming on my panel and saying, E-Thriller, I told you fucking so. I got to go through this bullshit all the way leading up to this goddamn fight. And it's all because of you, but I cannot believe that you set up here and said this goofy ass shit to totally go against everything you've been saying. I mean, you want to talk about being a hypocrite. You want to talk about contradicting yourself to no end. And I know I get on Teofimo Lopez, and we all know I get on Errol Spence with his double talking ass all the fucking time. But Terence Crawford, I'm telling you right now, bro, you kind of pound for pound whenever it comes to this shit, from double talking and saying one thing and then going back and contradicting yourself and acting like we being dumb or we foolish, like we just made some shit up like the pie to the sky. Like we just created this whole narrative of Errol Spence was ducking and moving the goalposts when, nigga, you were saying the same shit we were saying. Hell, you were saying it before us. But whatever happened to being politically correct? And I get it. I mean, what's wrong with you sitting up here and saying to that question earlier today that, hey, man, next question? I mean, take a page out of Floyd Money Mayweather's book, because whenever Floyd don't want to answer some shit, he will totally deflect, or he'll act like he didn't hear what the fuck you just said, or he'll talk about something else. So whatever happened of just saying, hey, man, I plead the fifth, or better yet, if you just want to be honest and objective, all you had to say was this, bro. This is all you had to say. Look, man, at one point in time, over the last 5 years or so, I felt like Errol Spence was ducking me. But after we got on the phone and hashed things out, we got Al Heyman out the way, we got Tim Smith out the way, we got Tom Brown out the way, we got Bob Arum out the way. Come to find out, we got a lot in common. And, you know, we basically ultimately wanted the same exact thing, the end goal for this fight to be for all the fucking marbles. And neither one of us was ducking each other because we liked that. See, I wouldn't have had a problem with him coming out and saying that. Now, I wouldn't have agreed with it because, once again, just because Crawford say some shit, I don't have to agree with this shit, because I still feel in my heart of hearts that Errol Spence was ducking. Yeah, I said it. And I don't give a damn what Bud tried to say. But the point of this fucking live stream is for all you imbeciles who love to say that your boy E-Thriller is so biased. This is for all of you motherfucking Neanderthals who love to say, E-Thriller, you never hold Terence Bud Crawford accountable. Well, that is false, because I have several fucking live streams going at Terence Bud Crawford, but I bet the same can't be said about these Earl sexuals that with channels who Errol Spence can do no fucking wrong. I mean, you let Errol Spence talk about his horses, his cows, his chickens, his pigs. Oh, I got to go get a new car because I just got into a car wreck. Oh, I ain't worried about that fight. Or why is he at my fight? Or leaving the motherfucking fight at the Mandalay Bay after he sent Sean Porter to sleep experts. Y'all niggas ain't got no smoke for Errol Spence. See, that is the difference, once again, between Goat Thriller and the rest of these other motherfuckers, because I can sit up here and still root for my guy, but at the same time, I am very willing to give him constructive criticism. That ain't no different than my favorite fucking player in the NBA, and LeBron Ramon James. Whenever he's loafing on defense and not getting back, or not closing out on shots, not rebounding the ball effectively, not shooting the ball well from the perimeter or the free throw line, me as a fan, I have the right to call him out on this bullshit, because, once again, I am not a fanboy for any of these fucking athletes. Facts, E-Thriller, big facts. So I don't want to hear none of you niggas in my comment section making excuses. I don't want to hear any of you niggas from the other side trying to give me a pat on the back or a kudos and say, oh, I guess he threw the real. Then fuck off. Shut up. I don't want your fucking credit because this is something I've been doing from day motherfucking one. And Terence Bud Crawford, it is no exception to the rule. He is no exception. Ain't nobody safe on my channel. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter. Now, if that wasn't good enough for you, if I'm not painting my picture so fucking vividly with my words, well, let's go out to this because how soon do we forget this? Bud, let me find my fucking banner. Let me see. All right, so Terence Bud Crawford, this was around the time where him and Earl was going back and forth, doing the little Twitter spat that they normally do from time to time. This was posted on January the 28th, 2021. Terence Bud Crawford said, and I quote, one name they gonna remember is Errol Spence ducking Crawford. That's gonna stay with you your whole lifetime. Laughing emojis. Peace out. You still good though. Okay, so I say all that to say, my nigga, if we fools for saying that Errol Spence was ducking, if we fools for saying that Errol Spence was moving the goalposts and saying to go get a belt, and then once you got the belt, oh, I came up with a plan, and oh, I'm gonna pay step aside money to fight this guy, and oh, I'm gonna fight Danny Garcia even before the motherfucking car wreck. You understand what I'm saying? If we ain't gonna say all that, then what the fuck is this? What was you saying here? You feel what I'm saying? I'll wait. I will fucking wait. Shit is starting to piss me off, man, with all this goddamn double talking. But like I've been telling you time and time again, I'm going to need you to pick a side and stay on it. If you said the man was ducking back then you can't double back and say, oh, well, he wasn't ducking me. And I don't pay attention to none of that. And all these YouTubers and stuff is foolish. Nigga, what? So if last time I checked, you had niggas in your camp. You had Bo Mack, your trainer. You had Bernie the boxer, who has a YouTube channel. Yeah, I said it. Coming on here saying Errol Spence was ducking you for years on top of years. So are you calling them niggas dumb? Are you calling them niggas fucking foolish? Neanderthals, do they not know what the fuck they was talking about too, bud? I wait. I fucking wait. Make it make sense, my nigga. Please make it make sense. Because this is totally against everything that you put out here in these goddamn YouTube streets, that you put out here, obviously on Twitter and beyond, whenever you felt like you were being slighted by the PBC, Keith Thurman, you understand what I'm saying? Errol Spence, Sean Porter, whenever he had a belt, Danny Garcia, whenever he didn't have a belt, and you offer him his biggest payday. You understand what I'm saying? A $3 million guarantee plus pay-per-view upside on ESPN Plus, and he turned it down to go face Adrian Granados. And you've been on record of saying time and time again, look, man, I'm frustrated. Like this whole process, I'm beyond this fight. I'm past this fight. I'm moving on. I don't want to fight Errol. I don't need Errol no more. And even though I didn't agree with what the fuck you were saying, I was the nigga saying, look, man, that's bullshit. I don't agree with it. But at the same time, I can understand why you would say that because once again, Errol Spence was moving the goalposts. These other niggas at the PBC really didn't want to fight you, right? So for you to come back and just basically shit on everything that you put out here, we didn't put this shit out here first. You put this shit out here, bud. Is really just flabbergasting, which is why I got it in my title. I'm appalled. Can somebody help your boy E Thriller? Because I usually have a way with words, but tonight I really don't know what to say. I need somebody in my chat, whether you agree with what I'm saying or disagree with what the fuck I'm saying. Can y'all please make it make sense? As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna be talking all night because I really need a hand. I need a hand. I need some of my bud buddies, and I need some of you Earl sexuals who love to come on the panel, who love to talk this boxing shit with your boy Go Thriller, to come on and give me y'all personal opinion of the situation. And I don't want to hear no dumbass shit about, oh, he gotta play nice to Earl. Nigga, why? Why does Terence Crawford all of a sudden have to play nice to Errol Spence Jr.? Because last time I checked, hello, is anybody home? He has to fucking fight. But not only that, he not only has one fight, but he has two fights with Errol Spence Jr. locked and loaded, guaranteed, like a motherfucking baked potato with bacon and extra chives on it. He got two fights with him, so why does he have to protect Errol Spence? Why does he have to come on here and be politically correct and protect him when I see Errol Spence whenever he's asked about what was the hold up, what happened during negotiations? Errol Spence has been throwing you under the motherfucking bus time and time again. Hell, he did it again today. Whenever a reporter asked him what was the hold up in negotiations, I well, he wanted a bigger split. It was the split, so I just told him to give him what he wanted. Basically, he's saying that, nigga, you was the one holding up the fight, not him, but you, bud. That's what Errol Spence is saying. But whenever they ask you, oh, what was the hold up? What was going on? Oh, none of that matters now. And oh, neither one of us was ducking, nigga. What? Nigga, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? This shit don't make no sense, man. So now all of a sudden that y'all just sing Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, all over the motherfucking phone together and shit, talking about each other's key. I don't know what the fuck y'all was talking about. Now all of a sudden Earl ain't a duck. I mean, isn't that shit funny? And it's cool. If that's the case, then my nigga, won't you just come out and say that? Like, look, man. Look, me and Earl done got cool. I got a lot of respect for him now. So I ain't going to say the man was ducking me in the past. And if I did say it, I apologize. Say that. Take some of the onus. But for you to come out here and say that, look, we stupid. We foolish. We don't know what the fuck we talking about. They ain't no different than whenever Errol Spence said a couple of months ago that, oh, you listen to niggas on YouTube. Basically shitting on his supporters for saying all the shit that they were saying about the 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, or whatever we decide to give him. Do y'all remember that whenever he was asked by Brian Custer, oh, was you serious about that? What? When did I say that? Man, I was playing. I was playing. Remember that shit? This ain't no different than that. He totally went against the grain of what all of his fucking Neanderthals and this imbecile of a fan base who I still can't fucking stand. You niggas make me sick. And we are only 17 days away before Terence Bud Crawford goes in that ring and knocks Earl the fuck out. We are only 17 days away, and I'm licking my chops. My palms ain't sweaty, and my ass ain't tight. I'm standing firm on what I've been saying for 5 fucking years. I'm not going to pull a Terence Bud Crawford. I'm not going to jump ship. I'm not going to switch my tune. I'm not going to delete the best series on YouTube. Yeah, I said it. Just because Terence Crawford want to come up here and change his motherfucking tune and double talk and act like he don't know what the fuck he been saying for 5 to 6 fucking years. Facts, C-Thriller, big facts. I am not that type of nigga. I am willing to go down with the ship. If Bud get his motherfucking ass whooped, then guess what? I'm going to get my ass whooped with him. I ain't going to flip the script. I ain't going to say, oh, it's man down. Strap season and not cap season. Fuck all that. I'm not jumping ship. So this is for all of you motherfuckers who like the selective politicking, hear what you want to hear and say, oh, he Thriller tripping. I'm unsubbing to him. Oh, fuck him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's criticizing Bud. Oh, fuck him. Oh, he's too real. For all you goofy ass motherfuckers, I've already lost 5 subscribers ever since I posted that shit on my community wall, right? But let me post some real shit about Errol Spence. Oh, you niggas are coming out the woodworks liking my shit. I get 100 and 200 plus likes and comments. But let me give some sort of constructive criticism of the boogeyman, which I'm going to be honest. I don't even know if I can call him that now, because if Earl wasn't ducking, then goddamn it, I got to take that name back. I got to take it back. Do you not understand the magnitude of what you just did, Bud? Fuck. I'm devastated. I'm demoralized. I'm depressed, and the fighters around the corner. Now, that's not to say you're not going to go in here and do exactly what the fuck I've been predicting for you to do time and time again. And I ain't switching up. I ain't going to pull at you. And I ain't jumping out the shit. You're still my motherfucking favorite fighter in the sport. Yeah, I said it. But you on some goofy ass shit right now. You one more dumb comment away from me putting you on goofy timeout with Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, I said it. With all this stupid ass shit he been doing and saying and moving the goalposts and clout chasing and saying Devin Haney need to do this and why y'all doing me like that? And oh, I feel like my big brother Terence Bud Crawford. Nigga, how the fuck you feel like Bud whenever this fight ain't even been over marinated? How the fuck you feel like Bud when you ain't did shit that Terence Bud Crawford has done in the fucking sport? How the fuck you feel like Bud whenever you ain't even been on no goddamn island? Because the last time I checked, Shakur, hello, you need a motherfucking reality check. You and Devin Haney, or quote unquote, well, was after this contract just ended, was on the same side of the street. And it was Bob Arum, goofy ass, that put Lomachenko in that motherfucking third fight slot after he fought a George Kambosos. That ain't got nothing to do with Devin Haney. And Devin Haney don't owe you shit. Devin Haney is already undisputed. Devin Haney has been cutting weight. We all said that the man looked like Skeletor. We all said that the man needed to move up. Some niggas was predicting for him to lose against a George Kambosos before the first fight and the second fight because he looked like a motherfucking skeleton on the goddamn at the damn weigh-in. So we gonna sit up here and act like that we ain't remember none of this shit that was going on. So who are you to tell this nigga, oh, he ducking and oh, I'm gonna file a petition with the WBC to demand 50 of what? Of what? What have you done to deserve 50 fucking 50? Better yet, what are you? Or let me rephrase that. Let me calm down because I'm a little emotional right now. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But Shakur, what have you done to even say, oh man, you need to get 50-50, or better yet, matter of fact, the better question I want to ask is this. Who the fuck are you to try to make this shit between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford all about you? Shakur, I don't know if you know this or not, my nigga, and you like, listen, I have zero criticism of your boxing ability because, hell, you're one of my 5 favorite fighters in the sport currently. And if that fight were to get made between you and Devin Haney, I said it before and I say it again. I'm picking you to beat Devin Haney, but that ain't what the fuck we talking about. We're talking about the business of boxing. We're not talking about hooks. We're not talking about jabs. We're not talking about uppercuts. We're not talking about clinching. We're not talking about footwork. We're not talking about ring generalship. We're not talking about IQ. We're not talking about looks because you're a very handsome individual. We're not talking about any of that shit. We're talking about you not deserving a motherfucking fight at 50-50 or 60-40, whatever the fuck you got in your fucking magnificent egomaniacal brain or whatever you got going on right now. We ain't talking about none of that. None of that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. Listen, this man is skipping a line. He's skipping a line. I don't give a fuck what you. This nigga got one fucking fight against a nigga by the name of Yoshino. Please don't make me fart, Shakur. So if Devin Haney were to elect to say, you know what, I'm going to give this man a shot for not only 1 belt, not 2 belts, not 3 belts, but 4 belts in my Booker T voice. Nigga, you should be on your hands and knees thanking him. You should be able to, at this point, look, you should be thanking this man and say, look, man, I'll take whatever you want to give me because really, I'm skipping the line. I really don't deserve a motherfucking fight, even though I'm a great fighter. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't Devin Haney's fault that you got all these motherfucking hands and leeches and snakes in your motherfucking pocket because we all know you got to pay Bob Arum that fee. Oh, yes, Bob Arum has got to get his cut off the rip. Facts, he threw the facts. And don't even get me started on Jay Prince, which I don't know why you signed with Jay Prince. Why didn't you sign with Floyd Money fucking Mayweather? Why did you go to Top Rank when you all know Floyd was licking his chops saying, like I said before, I am here for Shakur and Shakur. Oh, this is what the great TBE was saying. He wanted you, bro. And can you imagine you with TBE, with the skills and all this shit that you got going on inside of the ring and outside of the ring because you love to try to promote yourself? Can you imagine TBE and Leonard Ellaby with his big nose ass popping that shit for you, bro, saying that you a pay-per-view star when you really ain't one, doing all the shit that they did for Tank and still doing for Tank to the day in my Deontay Wilder voice. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how much more bigger you would be than a fucking Devin Haney right now? I'll wait. I will fucking wait. But no, you decided to let Jay Prince manage you. The same nigga that Floyd said, you know what? I'm out. I'm buying myself out. I'm going to give you a little cut, even though you came in one of my gyms and whooped Leonard Ellaby ass and hit niggas in the head with chairs and bells and whistles and all that goofy ass, all that crazy gangster ass shit. I ain't fucking with you no more. I'm about to do my own thing. Even though you knew all these stories about Jay Prince. Shout out to Jay Prince. Shout out to Rap Lot. This ain't personal. This is just me stating facts. Yeah, I said it. Even with you knowing all this shit, you still gonna sign? I don't get it. So, hey, man, Devin Haney, once again, because I'm gonna do a show on this shit tomorrow, but Devin Haney has put himself in the proper position. But see, what you niggas keep failing to realize and what y'all niggas keep negating is Devin Haney took less. He took less to not an A-level fighter, not a B-level fighter, not even a C-level fighter, in my honest opinion. George Kambosos is a D-plus level fighter. That's my personal opinion. I don't look at George Kambosos as some big-time world beater. George Kambosos was on his A game against Teofimo Lopez. He caught him off guard because Teofimo had a bunch of shit going on. asthma, all this goofy ass shit. And y'all know how I feel about Teofimo Lopez. But if he were to fight George Kambosos again, Teofimo Lopez probably knocks him the fuck out. I mean, let's be honest, right? So I say all that to say, look, man, Shakur, stop doing this goofy ass shit. And Bud, back to you. I'm not gonna let you off the hook, bro. Cause I know it's a lot of niggas in my community section mad. I know it's a lot of niggas uptight in my chat right now saying, oh, he just saying this because of this. Oh, he has to do this because of Al Haymon. But the last motherfucking time I checked, I ain't heard either one of these niggas from the press conference in New York, from the press conference in LA, from the one to today on All Access. I ain't heard neither one of these niggas say shit about Al Haymon. And I wonder why is that? Why haven't we heard Errol Spence mention Al Haymon? We haven't heard him thank Al Haymon. I haven't heard anybody. Can somebody educate me? Because once again, I'm one of the very few niggas on YouTube who would say, I don't know everything about the sport of boxing. So sometimes I miss things in interviews when I'm looking at them. Sometimes, niggas got to hit me up via DM or text message or email and send me some shit that, oh man, that shit slipped my mind. I ain't see this, man. I appreciate it, bro. So maybe y'all done seen it, but I haven't seen anybody mention anything about the great Al Haymon. Have y'all? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. I'm looking in the chat. Can somebody let me know? So I don't want to hear shit about, oh, Bud got to say this because of Al Haymon. Bud has a gag order on him. And maybe he do. Maybe, just maybe. But if that's the case, once again, what's wrong with him saying, look, bro, next question. Or I plead the fifth. Or I don't want to talk about that right now. Why did you go as far as to say we are foolish for saying that he was ducking you or you was ducking him? Like, nigga, what? Nigga, what? How dare you insult our fucking intelligence? Let me remove this shit, man. As a matter of fact, I need somebody to help me out. So let me read some of these comments because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of motherfuckers in my chat that's going to piss me the fuck off tonight. But I don't give a fuck whether you agree or disagree with me. That ain't the point because that's not what I'm here for. In fact, I want niggas to disagree with me because at the end of the day, as long as I can look myself in the mirror and say that I'm being honest with my motherfucking audience and all my supporters of my channel, in the Woodpack, shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It's about 110 people in here with 73 likes. Can we please get the likes up to 100 so I can read some comments? And once I get done reading those, you know the drill. I'm going to drop the link and let y'all come on and say what y'all got to say about the topic at hand. But please get the likes up to 110. Pretty please. But back to the comments I go. I just can't believe this shit. But anyway, hold on, y'all. Let me give me something to drink. Hold on, y'all. All right, man. I'm at the top. Shout out to everybody in this mug, man. Hit that like button. What up to my guy Roger, man, from the Blaster, man? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me remove this shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. All right, bet. All right, we good. Shout out to my guy Roger, man. I see what's popping. What up to Switch Sports? He said you're danger. He said you're Dangarees the GOAT for real. Hey, man, I appreciate it, my brother. Pretty please. Appreciate it. Let me like that comment, man. Shout out to my dog Zachary. I see you was popping. How are you, kind sir? What up to my day one WJ? He said, salute Thriller in the Woodpack. We all know Earl avoided Bud for all of these years in order to collect all the belts on his side. Bud switched up on his talk since negotiations started. Hey, man, that's a fact. I mean, we can't help but to notice that Terence Crawford has changed his tune. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't know why he would come out and say the things that he's saying. But I get you. But guess what? I would love to ask the nigga that shit, which is probably why he will never do an interview with me. Because see, I'm going to ask the shit that needs to be asked. And if you want to be politically correct, then I ain't even going to want to do the motherfucking interview because I am here for y'all, the people. I'm not here for these fucking fighters. I'm here for y'all, the people. It is what it is. What up to my guy Kobe, man? You got my favorite athlete of all time name. What's popping? He said, looks like the tables have turned. Hey, man, tell me about it. What up to my nigga Young Money Millie? He said, go D3. What's up, bro? What's popping? How are you? What up to my dog from the DMV, Jamal Lynn? He said, salute E3, what's popping? What up, Carlos? He said, E3, salute the first live stream I caught, but I've been watching your vids for like a week. I'm definitely sub, and I definitely enjoyed that Earl Duck Bud playlist. Hey, man, I appreciate it, but I mean, goddamn, he making me look real bad out here in these motherfucking YouTube streets. I mean, you want to talk about throwing a nigga under the bus? Shit, nigga, throw Earl under the bus. Don't throw your fan base, your supporters under the bus that's basically been saying the same shit that you was saying. You was running around here saying that all these niggas was ducking you, bro. Hell, you just said it a month ago on Gillian Wallow. Facts. What up, Mr. INTJ? He said, yeah, I understand. He don't want to throw Al Heyman under the bus. Shaking my motherfucking hand. But I understand he got the, he said he got the bet careful because PBC will look out for PBC if it's close. So damn, I totally disagree with what you're saying, bro. But hey, man, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I'm not trying to hear that right now, bro, because can't nobody in the world convince me other than maybe he has a gag order on what the fuck he can and can't say. But it seemed like Errol don't. Errol been basically throwing him under the bus time and time again. So why does Terence Crawford have to take the motherfucking high road? Why does he have to be politically correct? Inquiring minds would love to know. What up to my boy Q the God, man? He said, what's good, fam? What's popping? How are you, kind sir? What up to my dog? ASAP, 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 ASAP. What's popping, fam? How are you, kind sir? He said we having a fish fry. Yeah, man. For facts. I ain't jumping ship, goddamn it. I'm sticking to my pick. I ain't gonna pull no Bud Crawford. I ain't gonna switch on my tune the closer we get to the motherfucking fight. I'm standing firm on my prediction. I got Bud sending that motherfucker to Nebraska Furniture Mart in rounds 10 to 11. That's what I got. That's how I see the fight playing out. And as we get closer to the fight, I'm gonna break it down with my big bro, Mosquito Spray, aka Eddie Atlas, aka the boxing historian, on my panel. Shout out to Mosquito. What up, Woo? I see you. What up, Darian? Who haven't I got? I'm trying to see if there's anybody that disagrees with what the fuck I'm saying, because if you disagree with what I'm saying tonight, you ain't being real, bro. You're not being real with yourself, and you're not being real with Terence Bud Crawford. We must hold him accountable the same way we hold Errol Spence accountable, the same way that we hold a Deontay Wilder accountable, the same way that we hold a Devin Haney, a Teofimo, a Canelo. Oh my God. If this was Canelo, you feel what I'm saying? We have to hold everybody to the same standards. What's the problem with it? I want to know. What up, man? I see you. What up, Darius Ewing? Oh, what up, X, man? I see your boy. He said, salute E3 in the wood pack. Yes, sir. What's popping? What up, Damon? He said, laugh my ass off. Nigga said it out his own mouth, and you still don't believe him. Hey, man, you can say a lot of shit out your motherfucking mouth, and I ain't got to believe everything you saying, just like you ain't got to believe what the fuck I'm saying right now. It's up to you, the person, to do your own motherfucking research and to base it off of what you came up with. And for me, I got 19 parts of the motherfucking shit of here's proof that Errol Spence is ducking Terence Bud Crawford. I'm not flipping the script. I'm not changing up. Fuck what Bud talking about. He can do that all he want. But your boy E-Thriller, Goat Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, I ain't got no gag orders on me. I ain't got no batteries in my back. Don't nobody control what the fuck I can and can't say on my channel. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't no batteries in my back, bro. I ain't on nobody's payroll. I ain't getting no checks deposited from Man Down Promotions or from TBC Promotions or whatever the fuck he got. I ain't getting none of these deposits from nobody. Ain't none of these niggas paid a damn bill in my house. Facts. What up, Darian? Appreciate it. Oh, what up, Jamie? He said, why not take the easy route, the duck call? He said, the duck calling is out the window now. The fight is happening. I totally disagree. And see, you niggas kill me. Like, why do some of you niggas do this shit? Oh, now that we got the fight, duck, it don't matter. Nigga, no. I'm sick of y'all doing this goofy ass shit. Y'all can't keep telling us what we can and can't talk about or what we should or shouldn't be doing. Like, nigga, we have the right to talk about what the fuck we want to talk about. And if y'all don't like what the fuck we talking about, you can just change the channel. It's only so many ways we can talk about jabs, uppercuts. Oh, he's going to pivot this way. And oh, he's going to clinch this way. And oh, Derrick James is going to tell him this. Or oh, Bo Mack is going to tell him that. It's only so many ways we can talk about the same shit over and over. I mean, my Lord, how many times do y'all want to hear a motherfucking fight breakdown? I don't want to hear that shit all goddamn day. I personally don't. But to each his own. Oh, he said, let me see. Hey, man, if anybody want to donate to the channel, it's open 24/7, 365. The Cash App is, yeah, I said it, E3. I mean, I ain't got no super chat no more because a bitch-ass nigga reported my channel. Yeah, I said it, and I ain't stutter. So if you want to support your boy, Goat Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso, feel free to shoot me a Cash App if you are enjoying the show. Shout out to Mike, man. He said, because he going to get his ass beat, fool. Crawford and A. Okay. Okay, so now I'm reaching. So please, whenever I drop this link, because I'm going to drop the link, I want you to come on here and tell me, how the fuck am I reaching? What am I reaching by? Did he not say what I'm saying verbatim? Did I not play clips? Did I not show this tweet? Let me pull this tweet up. Because maybe I'm making this shit up. Maybe his account got hacked. Maybe Bud got hacked. I don't know. Can y'all confirm this? Because I don't think he got hacked on January 28, 2021. The man said yet again, one name they gonna remember is Errol Spence ducking Crawford. That's gonna stay with you your whole lifetime. Laughing emojis, peace sign. You still good though. So once again, Mike Wilson, my brother, what the fuck are you talking about? What am I reaching on? Did he not say that the man was ducking? Just to turn around and say today, I just played it for y'all verbatim. Y'all heard the motherfucking audio for him to say, oh, it's foolish for us to say that he was ducking. Well, nigga, you were saying the same shit. So what does that make you? Let me know how I'm reaching. What up, Anton? He said, I think Al Hammond got a gag order to start the fight. It's obvious. People said, okay. All right. I mean, if that's what you believe, bro, maybe just maybe you're right. I don't know. Shout out to my nigga Young Money for supporting the channel, man. Hold on. He said, for this Al Money, bro, no need for the shout. Oh, okay, my bad, bro. I got to show you love because you know you my day one, bro. So, you know I got to get you right, fam. I appreciate the love and support. As a matter of fact, hit it. Appreciate that, young Moolah. I appreciate it, fam, once again. But back to what I was saying. QT says, see, this is what real boxing fans have to do. Hold everybody accountable. Respect. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Hey, man, like I said, man, I feel like I've been the realest nigga, bro. Y'all niggas just be sleeping on what the fuck I be saying because y'all be too caught up in your fandom or your Earl sexualism or your bud buddyism. But that's besides the motherfucking point because whenever I say some shit, I'm gonna provide some proof or some sort of validity to what the fuck I'm saying. Always. What up, Jeff? He said Bud never said Spence was ducking. You reaching. Okay, so Terence Bud Crawford never said it, but at this point, I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. I guess I'm just making this shit up. What up, Eric? He said he's just happy to fight it here. No need to keep talking about it. Oh, I totally disagree. I'm going to talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. What up to IOTBA? I see your boy was popping. He said, he Thriller, what's up? How are you, kind sir? IO said he Thriller the realest. He holding Crawford accountable. Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. I mean, a lot of these niggas ain't going to like it, but fuck it. I ain't here to be liked anyway. I'm just here to be the realest and the most motherfucking entertaining nigga on YouTube. It is what it is. Okay, so here's a real comment. Darian said Bud tripping. I mean, how can we not say he not tripping, fam? Anybody that's defending this shit is just being biased, period. End of discussion. What up, Larry? He said Boots also loyal to Showtime to fight Bud also. Okay. Bud Crawford is the most avoided fighter at 147. That's what I've been saying, bro, but Bud is apparently saying otherwise. Out the fucking blue. I don't know why he's saying that shit. He said Bud definitely said Errol was ducking. He tweeted it. He even said it in the ESPN article last year that Errol didn't want the fight as much as it. Exactly. And I got that article pulled up. I just didn't want to play the shit. Like, I can go a lot of ways with this shit, but I don't want to be talking all fucking night. That's a fact. Go and look that shit up. What up, COE? He said accountability. I appreciate it. What up, yo, Hans? He said what's understood don't need to be explained. 3, just like he said, Errol was at the fight. Okay. Oh, what up, Two Brands? Said public opinion made this fight. Let me see, man. Who haven't I got? What up, Tough Glove Boxing? He said Bud just being cordial. Okay, if that's what y'all want to run with, bro. I mean, I ain't rocking with it, but hey, if that's what make y'all feel good, it is what it is, bro. I ain't rocking with it. What up, MD Mills? He said facts. I appreciate it, my brother. Ayo said you different, E3. Hey, man, I appreciate it. What up, General Big Fish, my motherfucking brother in real life? He said, boy. Hey, man, I already know, man. I already know. COE said it's a gag order 3. Hey, man, if that's the case, then hey, I don't know, bro. I can't confirm that. But what I do know is for him to say that we're foolish for saying what he been saying is a slap in our face. It ain't no way. I mean, I can't cut in a slice in no other fucking way. But let me check on my likes, man. All right, y'all still ain't got my likes up to 100, man. Get them likes up to 109 before I drop this link. Get the likes up to 109, and I'm going to drop the link. Let me see, man. Let me see. He said the WBO bill was available for 5 years, bro. Spence was ducking. Oh, yeah, I totally agree. He was ducking. Facts. But tell that to Terence Crawford. Because for some odd reason, he's saying that he's not ducking or he never ducked. I don't get it. Hold on, y'all. My mouth's fucking up. Hold on. Io said I'm in this bitch preaching. General Big Fish said, laugh my ass off. I can't wait to hear these spin moves. Yeah, man, me too, man. Because I'm about to drop this link once y'all get my fucking likes up. Get them likes up to 100. I know I got a bunch of peeping toms. And I got a lot of niggas that hate what the fuck I'm saying, even though it's some real shit. And then I got a lot of niggas that just hate my fucking guts. But I don't give a fuck. And I know I irritate you every time I go live, which I really don't go live a lot. But I'm about to get back on my shit. So, yeah, go ahead and hit that motherfucking like button, man. Since you're over here anyway. Who haven't I got? What up to Jay Cooley? He said, oh, shit. What you saying that for, bro? Shout out to Jay Cooley. Okay, yeah, man. Shout out to the police watching this broadcast. Yeah, man, absolutely. Shout out to you hoe ass niggas. Like to report niggas' channels and shit. What up to Smells Like OTR? He said Bud is trying to keep the peace. I'm not rocking with it. If you feel like that's the case, then, hey, be my guest. But I'm not rocking with that, bro. I'm not. Let me see, man. Who haven't I got? He said if Bud trash talk Spence might shut the fight down. I disagree, but I don't think they done came this far for Spence to say, oh, you said something bad about me, so I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to fake it. I don't think Earl going to do that. I'm not going to go. I know I get on Earl a lot, but I'm not going to reach to that fucking. I'm not going to do that. I don't see that, bro. Darius and this bitch laughing. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. He said, so if he talk crazy, Spence gonna back out. Come on, E3. Bud got y'all. When did I say that shit? I didn't say that shit. When the fuck did I say that? I ain't never said that shit. Now, you might be talking to somebody else in the chat. Drop another comment. I didn't say that stupid ass shit. He said the Black Picasso holding the court, LOL. Okay. Who haven't I got? Joanne Turner, come on, E. You know the contract states you can't be back. I don't know what the contract says. I'm not going to assume. I don't fucking know. You can think that, but I'm not going to say that. Okay, let me see. Who haven't I got, man? Y'all just going back and forth. Who haven't I got? Fuck. X-Man said facts, E3. Okay. All right, man. Y'all still behind on my likes. I'm missing a like, man. Get them likes up. I'm gonna drop the link. Let y'all come on the rock for a little bit. Then I'm gonna get the fuck off and play this motherfucking Madden. I'm missing a like, man. Get them likes up. Who haven't I got? Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing the Jazz, and more. He said, salute my brother, the Thriller. I appreciate it. How are you, kind sir? I appreciate you for rocking with your boy, Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. All right, man. So my likes is where they at. So let me go ahead and do this. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this shit off the screen. Let me go ahead and drop this link. And then hold on, y'all. I need to find my fucking mouse. All right, man. Before y'all click on this link, let me go over the rules, the panel etiquette. Rule number 1, please cut your camera on so I can authenticate who you are, and then you can cut it off. Rule number 2, please mute your audio until I introduce you to the panel. Rule number 3, you will have 2 minutes to speak, and then I'm passing the mic. No exceptions, especially if it's a big panel. Rule number 4, please don't dominate the fucking show, because once again, this is my show, not your fucking show. And rule number 5, which is very fucking important, please don't mention any other channels. And if you do happen to mention the other channel, that's a $25 fee, cash app fee rather. And if you don't send me my fucking money, I'm kicking you off the panel. I don't give a fuck who you are. And rule number 5, which is the most important rule, please respect the host and my motherfucking guests. I repeat, please respect the host, Goat Thriller, and his guests. All right, man. Going out. Ayo, cut your cam on, bro. Cut your cam on. I see. All right, man. Going out to Mr. 214. You're live on the chat with the pack. Holla at me.
Oh, man. Shout out to E Thriller, man. The Black Picasso, man. Hey, E3.
How you doing, kind sir?
Go Thriller. Hey, man. Big dog salute. I wanted everybody to know from the 214 to across the pond, this is the best live ever. Hey, E3.
I'm listening.
The way you painted that picture so vividly, sir. It's a crying
Just
shame.
go to cut your cam on, bro.
It's a crying shame, E3. How Crawford, your man, y'all mans, who y'all been riding for,
I see.
telling us Earl was ducking him for years. He threw y'all in the garbage. He flushed y'all down the toilet like y'all wasn't nothing. Ain't that a bitch? Crawford is the most manipulative liar in boxing of all time. And it ain't even not a single soul close to this guy. To put on an act, boy, this dude deserves a fucking Academy Award because not only did he have everybody who whooped for him food, he had his own coaches and them food. Because how do they feel right now hearing Crawford coming out saying, "Oh, me and Earl never ducked each other," and the nerve of some in your voice, these Neanderthals.
I see.
Say,
You cut your
to
cam on.
say he has a gag order on him. He can't say nothing. What type of dumbass shit is that to say? When you got your name signed on the dotted line, fam, and this is close as this fight is, and as much money is on the line, for you dumb Tweedledum motherfuckers to say he got a gag order, boy, this right here takes the cake out of all of it, E3.
Yeah, man, I can't really, I really can't believe he said that shit, bro. I'm sitting up there listening. I'm working as I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, well, wait a minute, what the fuck did this nigga just say? I had to rewind it and listen to it a couple of times. I'm like, wait a minute, it was the choice words. The word that he used was foolish. Like, my nigga, you were saying the same shit we've been saying.
Oh,
But go ahead.
Just really just threw you under the bus. And what's so crazy is,
damn, it's been 2 minutes, Ayo. I gotta pass the mic, fam. Trying to hurry up and get the open panel. All right, man. Going out to the BFB Ringmaster Q. You're live on the chat with the pack. Holla at me, bro. What's popping?
Go Thriller.
What's going on, my brother? How are you?
Oh man, I've been asleep all day, and what did I wake up to, man? Do you know that I can't believe this man shitted on his fan base the way he did, as far as y'all been going off of what he's been putting out there for years, what his team been putting out there for years.
Yep.
If I'm a Bud Crawford fan, I'm gonna put it to you this way. If Errol Spence was ducking that nigga for real, and it came out that he was ducking him, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how I would be feeling right now, but I wouldn't be feeling the way I was feeling, man. I'd be feeling a certain type of way. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not going for the gag order. I'm not going for none of that propaganda. He's been contradicting himself. He's been telling lies, you know what I'm saying? And this is just one of many that just been exposed. Like I say, E-Thriller, you the realest on the whole YouTube. I love you, my brother. It's going to be some Nathaniel Balls, some super Bud Buddies that's going to hate your guts for telling the truth, right?
Yep.
But you keep doing what you're doing. And before I pass the mic, I want to say shout out to the Wolf Pack. I want to say shout out to the Wright brothers. And I want to say to my boy, it's Stephen Brimley, and my girl, Miss T. I love y'all. But I need both of them to repeat after me. Can you hear me, E-Thriller?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Loud and clear. I can't hear you. No Q. There you go. Damn, Q, I can't hear you, fam. It's been 2 minutes, bro. I'm gonna have to pass the mic, bro. All right, man. Going out to is that Stephen Brimley? Is that Stephen Brimley? You're live on the chat with the pack. Talk to me, bro. What's poppin'? The Brim Reaper.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Blessings to you, bro. One of the things I'll have to say is there's nothing that you're saying is bullshit. One of the things I said over a year ago, I said both of them talk out both sides of their mouth. And this is more evidence of them talking, or specifically Bud talking out the both sides of his mouth. That's just, we just gotta call it a spade a spade. And Spence did it earlier as well at the beginning of negotiations. Took a narrative took a talking point and threw a whole lot of mud on that talking point on Spence side. So both of them have done this to the fan bases who have said particular things and went back on some of the things that they specifically said. So there's nothing I can say in regards to this and defend Bud on this. I'm just gonna keep it a whole tall can, bro. It is what it is. He was talking like it was a big duck before. Now it's not. The fight has been made, and now
Well,
he's
he
saying that's
said
not
he
the
called
case.
her foolish though, bro.
Yeah,
Foolish?
really,
Really? That's the
bro. You
word
have
that
every,
that
bro. You
struck a
have
nerve.
every.
Foolish.
You
Really?
have every
Go ahead.
right to be up in arms, bro, because I mean that is a kind of a slap in the face because you have
It makes
stated
no
before that
sense,
they were
bro.
ducking him.
Yep.
You said that he said that before that they was ducking him, and I said, and I remember a year ago I told you both of them have talked out both sides of their mouth. I don't think either one is necessarily ducking each other outside of the promotional, the promotional side and saying, hey, I just want to have the upper hand. But I told you this, bro. I said this a while back. I said it's they be both talking outside both sides of their mouth, and this is just more evidence of that happening. I mean, E3, all I can tell you is to speak your piece and always keep it a buck, man. That's pretty much it. And if anybody got an issue with it, that's their personal problem because the writing's on the wall. It's clear as day. He said this. He said that he was being ducked previously. Now he's saying he wasn't ducked. Which one is it?
Salute,
All right,
man.
bro, man. That's 2 minutes, bro. Let me go ahead and pass the
Salute,
mic.
brother.
Let me go out to
Salute.
Mr. Cody Lowe. You're live on the chat with the pack. Holler at me, sir. You got 2 minutes, fam.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
I've been better. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. But see, I told them fellas, one thing about it, we're gonna call a spade a spade. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, shit, yeah, that shit fucked up. Cause he said it earlier. Like I was telling him earlier, shit, he come out. One minute he said it, and the next minute he didn't. So I know he's gonna get his asshole tore up tonight. That's why I left it alone. Shit, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, shit, he said that shit the first time, then he came back and said it again. Shit. Matter of fact, the first time he said that shit, you call him out on his ass about that shit.
I always call Bud out. I always say, nigga, pick a side and stay on it. I'm one of the very few niggas on YouTube that will call him out. Good.
Yeah, you call him out on that shit. But my thing is, I just don't like when people take this one thing he said and they're running with that shit there instead of talking about all the rest of the shit. But we leave that shit for open panel. You feel what I'm saying? But I knew this kid was coming, so I'm ready for it too. So I ain't got nothing to say right now until you open the panel up. Then I'm gonna talk my shit. Then I'm going to be.
Okay, then let me go ahead and pass the mic. You sure you got 40 more seconds? You sure you ain't got nothing else?
No. Get that shit to Brimley, his soft ass.
Man, I ain't gonna let you talk about my guy Brimley like that. All right, man. All right, man. I got him, Brim. Don't worry about it. All right, hey, loyal to the game.
I ain't worried about it at all. You see, I didn't say
nothing. I got you.
On purpose.
All right, man. Going out to Mr. INTJ. You're live on the chat with the pack. And go Thriller. Talk to me, bro. What's popping, fam? 2 minutes.
Hey, shout out Thriller. Shout out to everybody on the panel. No, Thriller, I actually perfectly agree with you. I just know that for a fact that it has to be something going on because the whole way he looking on the interview like he's scared. And not just that. Because I feel he should have just pled the fifth. Like, just went on here and just, avoid the question. The reason why I know he's lying is because he's on people's channels, saying this and co-signing. He lets people speak for him. So the whole reiteration, him saying that, and then you got tweets of this.
Hey, you cutting out, my brother.
Rob you out the first fight, hypothetically. I'm just saying, don't be like you got. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal. I'm not trying to say, he's just going with that mindset, but I'm trying to say, even if they try to screw you or something, like, don't be like, as publicists, you can just look. I mean, you can just hold demeanor because you actually go on there, you be on people's channel talking shit. So how can you sit up here and say that? So like, I was offended because my little brother, who's a EJ fan, I seen him the 19 series. You know what I'm saying? To where he changed his whole theory, and it's like,
blood, sweat, and tears, my nigga. Blood, sweat, and tears. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I gotta hear this shit from him saying, "Oh man, you hear your boy," and I'm like, man. So I'm like, man, how can he be saying that? You on motherfuckers' channels, you know what I'm saying? And like, so no, trust me, I completely understand what you're saying because it's kind of like, okay, I'm rocking with you, bro, but I don't care how scared. Just avoid the question. Like dude Floyd said, I know people say, "Oh, he ducked the question." Whatever, people gonna say shit anyway, but just avoid. Don't sit there and say people foolish because now you got me looking crazy.
Exactly. Hey, you got 30 seconds, bro. Keep popping your shit.
Yeah. But that's pretty much the gist of it, because like you can just tell like if something has to be wrong, even the way he's answering questions. Bomac now is answering questions different. It's almost like they don't want to like be too ghetto, look like the bad guys. It's like either way, y'all have to get in there, bang it out. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd, I know the crowd plays a tune into that, but it's like people have already drawn the line. He's a favorite, so he should just, you know what I'm saying, go in with that mind frame, like just let it hang in the ring, and I ain't gonna hold the panel up. But that's my
Okay,
spiel.
man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the panel etiquette. All right, man. Going out to my motherfucking brother in real life. The General Big Fish is in the building with the motherfucking pack. Talk to me, bro. You got 2 minutes. What's poppin'?
E3, can you hear me? That's my standard. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You sound crispy, bro. Go ahead, pop your shit.
Okay. New information has been presented. And with this new information, I don't want to hear no bullshit talking about the fight here. What does that matter now? We're past that. We got the fight now. Why y'all still talking about that? No, fuck you. Whoever go say that, fuck you right now out the top. Because you don't want to hold this motherfucker accountable. He done threw y'all under the fucking bus, making you look fucking goofy at best. Like, man, what the fuck? I can't believe this dude had the nerve to say this shit. And another thing, don't talk about no fucking probably shit. Probably means you don't fucking know what the fuck you talking about. So I don't want to hear shit about no fucking gag order either, man. Y'all fucking goofy with that shit. Talking about a fucking gag order. Oh my God, this dude has sold a fucking dream for 5 years, fucking on vacation in the water, calling a man a hoe, knowing he got to fight against Ugas, knowing all this. Still, where he at? Where I'm looking for the big fish. He ducking me. Where your hoe ass at? On the
Yeah, I'm
tweet
looking
that
for you, Earl. Where you at? Oh, hoe ass. Yeah. You're right. You're
the
absolutely
tweet
right.
that you showed that you gonna be remembered forever for ducking, and now you saying he never ducked you? What the fuck? That's why we don't have any fucking. We have to question everything he says. Everything he says, it can be plausible deniability. I don't believe shit that he say. So it's a legit question, E3, about the snack situation. Like you can't if he say one thing, if you keep pressing him enough, the answer will change, E3. This is proven. But I'll pass the mic.
Okay, I appreciate the panel etiquette. All right, man. Going out to Loyal to the Game Boxing. You're live on the chat with Go Thriller in the Pack. Holler at me, bro. You got 2 minutes.
Yeah, man, what's good with you? Look, man, let's just keep it 100. The guy is Cap. He been Cap for the last 4 years, 5 years, and now the fight is in his face. And the fact that the only reason the fight got made is because Earl
I can't
sat
see
out.
you.
Earl sat out over a year, didn't move up like all his people were saying he was going to do, move up and not fight him. He sat out for a year and gave up some of his purse so the fight could actually happen. He got to change his tune, and he's just saying that stuff because he don't want to look bad now. And Bomac been on his best behavior because Bomac came out when Bud Crawford moved up, and he was stating that they was gonna rip Earl a new ass, and Keith Thurman was a harder fight and all that stuff. And he also said before the fight got made, he was stating that Earl never got better since the amateurs. Now all of a sudden he's a great fighter. Yeah, you know why? Because Bomac know what it's like to take punishment in that ring, and he saw what EJ did to Ugas, and Bomac said, "Yeah, let's go get a tune-up first." And they went and fought Avocado. So it's all big Cap, and I'm glad that this is happening 2 weeks out for all you Terence Crawford fans. E3, you're a true Terence Crawford fan. We got a lot of guys in here that fake like they Terence Crawford fans, but they just really Earl Spence haters. Is the truth about it. And I'm glad that now that shit is real and the fight is here, that y'all could actually see what was going on. That Terence Crawford was basically the chihuahua behind the fence fucking barking. And when the fence got open, he stopped barking like most dogs do. He's shaking hands on the stage. Everything's cool. He want to be tough with Derek. He don't want to be tough with Earl. He is homeboy and he is buddy. And it just came out, and you guys get to see it. He's clout chasing, and you know what? He gonna get his ass whooped
on the 29th, whether y'all want to hear that shit or not. He gonna get pummeled and pounded on because he done sold his motherfucking belt. He sold his belt. He believe in himself, but he know this
Hey,
is
y'all
a
loyal
fight
to the
that he gonna
game.
have a
Hey,
problem.
hey, bro, it's been 2 minutes. Hey, Darian and the other guy that tried to come on, cut your cams on, bro. Click the link again. I'll bring y'all on. I couldn't see y'all face. And y'all cut your cams off. Hey, man, it's open panel, man. Y'all go ahead and rock.
I don't get it twisted. I still got Bud winning. I just don't like that sucker shit he did.
Man, Bud gonna fuck that nigga ass up. They can talk all that shit they want. Bud gonna beat that nigga ass. And he gonna punish that nigga ass for all that bullshit I been saying.
Pause.
That's why he gonna fuck his ass up.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Ain't no sound good. Y'all know the man still gonna get his ass.
He gonna get
But y'all can say what the
he
fuck y'all
gonna
want
get.
to say. Y'all go listen.
Terence Crawford has great offense. The question in this fight is going to be, can he take it? That's the question. Can his
Yeah, he
little
can
ass
take it.
that came from 130? No. Well, tell Brooke had his eye closed real quick in about 2 to 3 rounds. We don't see how his body react when he got hit
No, he
by
had a cut
Meat
eye. His
Machine.
eye was cut. His eye was not closed. He had a cut on his eye.
Whatever it was, his shit didn't look normal, and it happened quick. So the question is, can
Man,
he take
listen here. Listen, all that shit y'all talking that shit right there. That man gonna fuck Earl ass up.
We
That's
gonna
all
see.
y'all need to know. Earl gonna get his ass fuck up, and that's gonna be it. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, he talking nice, like you said. He talking nice for right now. But when it come down on the 29th, watch what the fuck happen. Let's see how Earl gonna talk. Like he told Earl ass, nigga, I'm gonna fuck around and close your eye.
They don't understand. He spar with bigger
Hey, he
punches.
from North Omaha, ain't he? Ain't he, Mr. Golden? What he playing nice for? When they start doing that in North Omaha?
He need to play
When
nice
the
for Earl
boogeyman
ass.
start doing that, Mr. Golden? When did he start playing nice?
He need to play, nigga. He need to play nice with Earl ass.
For what? They get ready to
Huh?
fight. He wasn't
Yeah, to
trying to go.
pacify
Hold on.
Earl ass.
Was he? All right?
We just want all that we want to do is pacify
Hey,
Earl ass.
respectfully, Mr. Golden, I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Like, what is you saying? Why does he have to play nice with Earl? He got the fight, bro.
Right.
He got the fight. What is there to play nice about?
I'm gonna tell you why.
But they on some Al Heyman shit.
He
They
wasn't.
on
No,
some Al Heyman shit.
that's bullshit. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't have did that shit to Derek.
Let me ask y'all this, because I asked this. Hold on, y'all. Let me ask y'all this. This for everybody on the panel. Errol Spence fans and Terence Crawford fans. Have y'all heard either one of these dudes mention Al Heyman?
No.
So
No, they got
they
do got NDAs
he
though.
got to play nice for
They do got
Al
NDAs for
Heyman.
that contract.
Bro, you said what now?
They do have NDAs for that contract. They did say that they got NDAs like certain things they can't speak about for that contract. That's like we don't even know the person. We know it's double digits, over 10 mil, but we don't know like it's a lot of stuff because the reason like nobody's speaking that dude's name. You know, because he's what's called a manager, so it's like I don't understand why. Like he's a ghost. Nobody really talks about him anyway. So it's like
they normally thank Al Heyman or something like. I haven't heard nobody say nothing about Al Heyman, bro.
E3, that's after the fight. No one talks about Al Heyman in the
before
the fights.
Okay.
That doesn't happen. And for the most part, we never know anything about like what guys are getting paid before the fight when PBC puts fights together. We know about it after the fight from reports. We hear about it. So it's no gag order. Listen, bro. Look, there's no gag order. I know y'all Terence Crawford fans, y'all a little shell shocked because y'all feel betrayed by how he threw y'all under the bus. Let's just keep it 100. He threw y'all under the bus, and there's actual proof that he been saying Earl was ducking. And Terence Crawford fans, y'all was following y'all favorite fighter lead. I mean, that's what y'all was supposed to do.
no, the series confirmed he was ducking. It's just that for Bud to come out and contradict with the hey, I'll just say this. I'll say this. I'll go off and say this. At PBC, I'll say this. I'll say Al Heyman them and Floyd, because y'all realize Al Heyman and Floyd them at PBC is pretty much one. He's a share owner. They're pretty much together. It's one. So I think that they were trying to pretty much not protect, basically build EJ up around. Because he said he wanted them to fight Bud last, to build up to the last fight. Meaning they're gonna protect Earl. Like meaning they got that Triple G, all this other shit lined up. I'm not Triple G, but the Canelo fight lined up after this. Supposed to be lined up in a deal. Like
I mean, you gotta be rational, and I think this is what happened between Terence Crawford fans and Errol Spence fans.
I'm sorry, I just can't give him one.
Is a fact.
I can't see your face, Stu.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say it's the fact that the truth of the matter, if you guys just want to be 100, is that all of those promotional companies got big budgets from major networks, like Matchroom with DAZN, ESPN with Top Rank, and PBC with Showtime and Fox. And what are you supposed to do when you get that money? You gotta, in order for you to get these hundreds of millions of dollars in budget money, you have to present these guys with a plan. You to get the money. They're not just gonna give you $100 million and
I
just
still
say
can't see your face, fam.
go do whatever you want with it. And the truth of the matter is, all the prime welterweights besides Terence Crawford was with PBC. Their job was to make and flip that money with the stable of fighters they had. And Terence Crawford unfortunately signed with Top Rank, and they didn't have no one for him to fight, and it made him frustrated because Bob Arum kept putting pressure on him because ESPN was putting pressure on Bob Arum to get the fight made. That's what was going on. And he kept putting pressure on that man, and that man had to come out and say stuff about Errol Spence to try to entice him to a fight. And those guys on PBC just kept making their money. It had nothing to do with fighters wanting to duck. Because if it was about ducking, Errol he don't have to be fighting this guy right now. Terence Crawford walked away from the negotiation table already. He could have went his own way too. Point blank.
Yeah, but he's making guaranteed money. That's like for example, Bob Arum get fighters like Shakur and Bud and them because up front they give you a lot of guaranteed money, which gets a lot of which I'm not knocking them because I don't know the situation, but I'm saying like a lot of upcoming fighters they at least Top Rank will get their fighters fights and they get them upfront money. A lot of them fighters like Devin Haney them that take the sacrifice and go get it out the mud, that take the risk. Like that's why they join. They go their own way because in the short term, yeah, you may not be eating like the Shakurs and the pre-bred Olympic guys from the get go, but if you actually take care of business in the ring, over time you'll make more. Just like when Westcott and them they was offering EJ a little bit of money when he left Golden Boy and stuff. Like Al Heyman was offering a little bit of money, and Bob Arum was offering way more money, but it's like they were saying it's a slave contract. So like even if you look at Bud's situation, Bud only stayed with Top Rank because they was paying more than PBC, and he used to getting guaranteed money. He was like, why would I go somewhere where they not guaranteeing me nothing up front? I'm over here, I'm getting this up front. Whether the shit do good, good or not. So it's like I'm not knocking them for that, but in their mind, they hood people. And I'm not knocking. I'm trying to say is I'm not justifying. Oh, you shouldn't just be taking up guaranteed money like that. But if you got to realize, you take a smack from the hood, you throw $5 or $6 million in their face and say, hey man, look, you come over here sign with me. Look, you might got 4 or 5. You looking at that 4 or 5 mil. You ain't looking at them 3 fights might be grueling. They might put me in there back to back with some. You don't know that. You just look at the money up front. But the guys who slowly build their way up and take the little, the small money like PBC did, how they built up. Like you can't name 20 of most Errol Spence fans can't name 20 of his first 20 opponents. But they talk about resume so much. So what I'm trying to say is PBC slowly groomed that man, you know what I'm saying, to be this so-called monster. So that took time. But you got people like Westcott got to go out and get it out the mud. It's completely different. But no, I'm gonna get off of that. But we still on the topic. But I'm let's my other point.
I mean, look. Here's the thing, right? The fight is here. I don't think anyone has any gag orders. I really don't believe that at all. I think people are being their authentic self going into the fight. I think both of these guys have respect for each other. I believe psychologically too. You got to think this guy Bud Crawford got on the phone with this man and spoke to him for I don't know if it was hours or however long it took for Errol Spence to give up his own money to him that he earned. Errol Spence has successful pay-per-views. Then we don't have to say they Canelo numbers or whoever numbers, but it compared to the guy that he's fighting, he has successful pay-per-views and he earned that money. And Terence Crawford wanted more money than he actually earned. And the business was shrewd by Al Heyman. And Errol Spence said, no, fuck it, give that man his money. So he can't be disrespectful to Errol Spence because Errol Spence, as he said, when he was asked about the bet, he said, I gave him more than that. Ain't no bet. I gave him that and some. And that's 7 figures.
So right I'm trying to figure out if Earl so much give Bud so much money out of his own pocket, so Earl paying Bud out of his pocket.
That's not what I'm saying. If there's a split, right?
I mean, that's a narrative everybody coming out like Earl is paying Bud out of pocket.
That's not. Well, it is technically right. If
technically no, he's not.
Technically, if you and I are having an event together and there's a pot of money, say there's $2 million for us to split. That's the salary for the both of us. And I've had successful events and I've had huge crowds, and you've had events, but your crowds have been small. Right, and I'm due a certain amount, and you do the amount that you earn, but you say, "Hey, I ain't gonna do it because I know it's gonna be big. I need more money." Well, then, if I got to take money out of the pot that I've already showed credibility for earning, then you're taking money out of my pocket. That's just what it is. Well, see, I don't see where he taking money out of his pocket at because
Everybody talk about Earl made the fight, Earl didn't make the fight. Bud the one contacted his ass to get the fight. If Bud didn't put the pressure on his ass, Earl was gonna never have a fucking fight.
I disagree with that. I
That's
think they both were
No,
responsible to some degree to go and get the fight done. Because what do you mean
Bud,
pressure he put on him? He could have
listen,
easily went a different direction. It wouldn't.
right. Like he
So
could have
so
put
I
no pressure
I
on
got
him
to
to
give
give
him
up
credit
money.
for what it's worth.
Yeah.
no, let's keep it real. When Bud made that phone call for Earl ass, if Bud didn't make that phone call, he wasn't gonna get the fight.
Let's be honest too. Right now at that weight class, they're gonna be the highest paid to fight each other anyway. So it was pointless for to go fight somebody else. You make
Yeah.
way less money. So it's
Okay.
pointless.
And just to top that, where I say that's not true, that the pressure was put on him. Earl Spence could afford Keith Thurman, and he would have made money fighting Keith Thurman.
He would
That
have
would have
made
been.
more
He
than
would have
fighting
been.
Bud.
It
No,
wouldn't have
We're
been the
not.
same
We're
money
not.
though. It
We're
wouldn't
not.
have been
It
the
would
same
have been the
money.
same money.
We're
No.
not saying it's the same money.
No.
What I'm saying is he could have made money fighting Keith Thurman, and after Terence Crawford fought Avocado, what other big fight was he gonna make money off of? Who?
So
What
would he make 10 million?
What
Can I
opponent?
ask you this? Can I
Well,
ask you this? Would he make 10 million
I don't.
fighting Keith Thurman?
We don't know if he made 10 million. That was reported. You don't know that, and I don't know that, and the earnings don't show it at
Just
all.
like we don't know them PBC numbers is real.
Right,
Like
right,
Rick Laser offered $1 million and they still ain't came up with the PBC numbers to
right.
show the reflect the numbers. So yeah, they go
I'm
both
just.
ways.
All I'm saying is I don't care about the money. I'm just saying that Terence Crawford had no opponents that would have yielded him any big paydays besides Errol Spence.
Hey man, let me do
That's
this
what they
real
had
quick.
about to give him
Hold
a
on,
big
y'all. Hold
payday.
on, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all get back at it. Hold on, time out. Let me go out to my dog Jay Cooley. You're live on the chat with the pack. Talk to me, bro. You got 2 minutes.
What's up with it, man? I'm just chilling, man. Just ready for this open panel to kick in. That's all.
Oh yeah, it's open panel, bro. But you the last one to come on, Poppy. Shit, you
Oh,
got things up.
already. Well, hell, you already know. Bud told y'all American fans ain't shit. He said UK is the #1 fan, so why y'all mad? Hey, he just kept it real with y'all. Y'all the ones that follow behind this dude. Just follow with him on the 29th. That's all.
Facts.
Okay,
I'm
now
gonna
go
let you
ahead.
keep talking.
I think he done. Appreciate it,
Bud is
Jay
gonna
Cooley.
fuck Earl ass up. I can't wait to hear y'all motherfucking cry.
It's gonna be so funny.
You know,
It's gonna be
I
so.
had a vision, and I think they're gonna mess each other up a little bit. But we're gonna see. I mean, I got Bud, but I'm not putting no disrespect. I'm putting respect on Spencer's name, like I've been saying from the jump street. Spencer's not gonna. Everybody talking about all this pressure. Spencer's gonna be smart out there. He ain't finna go out there and just be reckless about it.
Brim, what about when you call Earl Spence a fuck nigga? You go ever apologize to him for
I
saying
already
that?
did. I already apologized, bro. I apologized directly to him in a tweet. I told him I was upset with him because I felt like he was hiding behind a promotional company, letting them divide for all his business while him stepping up to the plate. And he did more than that. He surpassed that. He put his foot down. He said, "I'm not fighting no funky ass Keith Thurman. I'm fighting Bud." He talked to Bud on the phone. He did his part. He did what he needed to do. I've been apologized about that. The moment the fight was made and the details came out, I said, "Yo, Errol, I was upset with you because I felt like you was hiding behind them, but you just stepped up to the plate, respected you." I've been said that, bro. So I mean, what else do you want me to do?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Brimley. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Is that Stephen Brimley? Thank you.
Yeah, I apologized to him directly because at the end of the day, I was upset with him, and I think I had a right to be upset with him as a fan wanting to fight, wanting this fight. I wanted to
So
see both of
so
them fight.
so yeah. So when you backstab somebody, you supposed to apologize to them. You just don't come around them and act like you didn't backstab.
I didn't backstab him.
No,
I
no,
don't know.
no, no, no. I'm not talking.
That's
No. I'm not talking. I'm talking about in general. Not don't take this personal, Grim.
Oh,
I'm
I
not.
thought you were saying that I
I'm,
backstabbed him because I
no,
was
no,
upset with him. I'm sorry.
nah. It be cats. You trust or whatever, or whatever, wherever the case may be, and then they go behind your back and do some snake
Goofy shit.
ass shit, and then act like they didn't do it.
Right.
Still come
Right.
around like you ain't do nothing.
Right. Tell him that y'all stupid for saying that he was ducking when you got tweets of this man and he ran a 4-year campaign saying the man was ducking, but now the
But I
fan
mean,
base is stupid.
but the
And
thing
he
is
was
though, even though
also in the ocean calling him a punk ass nigga and all that
All
shit too.
kind
You
of
remember
stuff.
that shit?
Yep. It's
but,
all gonna
but, you,
play out on the 29th though.
but you gentlemen do know that Errol Spence also not in the same capacity as Bud, where where he said that you guys are foolish. But Spence debunked some of the things that Spence fans have said. They both have done these
Oh, he
things.
said too. But he said in this.
I didn't hear you. What you broke up? You broke up. Can you
He
repeat
was
that?
trying to say that he didn't come out and say that his fans was foolish, though. That was the difference. But
I know
he
that's
did
why I
get
said
on
he
the
didn't
thing.
go to the same extremes as
Yeah.
Bud did. I wanted to make sure I clarified that. But he did say things that went directly against what Spence fans have just been saying, and they both have done that. And I've been saying for a long time that both of them have both talked out each side of their mouth through the whole ordeal. That's why I never was 100% saying Bud was right, 100% Spence was right. I always said they both had culpability. It was never a one-sided situation.
So Brim, do you think the Terence Crawford history of low pay-per-view sales is kind of coming out even more? Why? Like now, like the stuff that he said about the fans in general, and YouTube content creators should have been swallowed by their mothers and
Right.
they're foolish, all of that stuff. What do you think that's hurting his image right now? This can't be
Hell
helping.
no.
You think?
Hell
At the
no.
end of the day, bro, I don't know if the only thing that matters about all this is about how we feel about it as fans and when we speak on it. The truth of the matter is, it doesn't have that much bearing on the numbers of the fight itself, because there's been people that did things that where people hated them, but people tuned in because they hated them. So I can't say that played any type of vital role there, because if you look at it, part of the reason why Terence Crawford and Porter's numbers did take a hit is because it was app only. They didn't make it where you could be able to do pay-per-view, purchase it pay-per-view the conventional way. So
That's
there's so
not
many.
true.
That is true. That
That's
is
not
true.
true. No, it ain't. I work for Comcast. I ordered the shit on Comcast. I pressed the button. I ordered the fight. So that's not true.
You
Talk
get it
about
free because you work for Comcast.
Well, I don't
about
get no
Porter.
free
You
pay
talk
per
about
view.
Porter and Bud.
We had
Yeah, I'm talking
that
about
Porter Bud fight was on ESPN app.
Porter and Terence Crawford. All you had to do was go into the menu and order the fight, and it was $69.99 with a free year of ESPN Plus, and I bought it.
No, we wound up paying $100. It was all said and done. You had to pay for a whole subscription for a whole year.
Y'all
Wound
need
up
that
costing
good cable.
$100 for that damn thing.
Y'all need
That's the
that good
only. That's the
cable.
only. Ain't no
He
good
said
cable.
he
That's
did it through.
with
He said he did it
Comcast.
through cable. So that's proving
That's
what I
with
said wrong.
Comcast. That's with Comcast.
Really? I got
That's with
Comcast.
Comcast.
Yeah, I got Comcast. I ordered a fight. It was
That's with
$69.99 for the year.
Comcast because we wound up paying for a whole year for the subscription ESPN Plus.
Yep.
It cost $100. Altogether, they kept $100 for that shit.
And they billed me the next year for that ESPN Plus shit, and I got a credit for it. So yeah, I know exactly what y'all talking
And see,
about.
also, I look at that's a duck move Earl made to get out that motherfucker bet. Cause that $1 million bet ain't got nothing to do with the purse being with a spit. That ain't got shit to do with that shit.
Especially you ain't, if you got a chin like you say you got, but like all that volume stuff you talking, I put bread.
All that bullshit. The man asking about the motherfucking
y'all can't get on.
bullshit.
God even said the damn bet was over with. So come on, man. You can't say that shit.
Don't try to change the subject.
God even said the bet wasn't even on. So goddamn, don't just get on Earl. Get on
Hell no.
anything.
Earl the one called the bet off.
Yeah, Bud second the shit.
And another thing nobody ain't talking about. Bud killed that bullshit. All y'all been running around here talking about him and Errol Spall and shit. Y'all ran with that shit. Yeah.
Ain't nobody ran with that shit.
A whole lot of motherfuckers ran with that shit.
Only the most extreme ran with that. It was
That shit wasn't true.
that didn't believe that shit.
A whole lot of ran with that shit.
That shit wasn't true, man.
I saw a lot of Spence fans.
I'm just saying about a whole lot of motherfuckers ran with that shit. You know that shit wasn't true.
Time out. Panel etiquette. If everybody talking at the same fucking time, the chat can't hear nobody points out. Please go ahead, Jay Cooley. Say what you were saying. Then Mr. Goldie.
Oh man, that shit wasn't true, man. We know that shit. They support each other. Come on, that shit would have been out soon when goddamn Bud got undisputed. Hell, that shit ain't. Man, that shit.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. But what I was saying
I
is,
didn't even address it. That shit was goofy.
but Jay Cooley. But what I'm saying is, but you had a lot of motherfuckers that ran with that shit like that shit was true. We all knew that shit wasn't true.
I feel you.
Hey, Mr. Goldie.
We had a lot of motherfuckers took that shit to their screen. Oh yeah, Earl fucked his ass up. Come on, man, y'all know that shit wasn't true from the get go.
Earl sexual channels? Are you talking about?
Yeah.
That? Oh, okay.
And some of the Earl sexual friend. And some of Earl friends ran with that shit.
You know that There's my little birdie.
Mr.
There's my little
Golden,
birdie that was.
Yes, sir.
listen, you sound like you're an OG. I got a lot of respect for you, man. This is the time for you to jump off the ship. You need to reel it back just a little bit, okay? Because and this is why I'm gonna tell you this,
What
man.
that Jay Cooley? What that Jay Cooley?
No, it's loyal to the game. Look, Mr. Golden, because
Oh, the lawyer. What's up, lawyer?
I'm hearing you cook, man. I got so much respect for you, old school. But let me just tell you this, man. You know, we got to go by the things Bud Crawford said. You can't be going this hard for that dude. This dude said on Radio Raheem's show, the reason why the fight wasn't made is because black people are so negative. And in the same interview, he said that the UK got the best fans.
He said that shit.
Right.
Guess what? He did say that shit.
No. I agree with him on the
See,
UK fans.
hold on, y'all. Time out. See, this is my thing with some of y'all Earl sexuals, though, loyal to the game. You see how you holding Bud accountable for everything he done said because he is a double talker. I agree. But why y'all don't keep that same energy for Earl Spence?
Hey, look at you know why I got on your show today? I read the title. The title is about Bud. See, this was the problem with y'all Bud Crawford fans. Every time we hold his rusty feet to the fire, you guys want to go ahead and
loyal
say,
to the game. You're
Earl?
on my listen. This is my shit. I created this motherfucking title. I don't know who I was going at Bud tonight. Me. This is coming from me. But when I'm asking you, you see how I'm able to hold Bud accountable and say, "Nah, you bullshitting, you tripping, you wasn't saying this." Why y'all niggas don't do the same shit?
I can't speak for everybody.
Okay, you. I've never heard you say anything critical of Errol Spence.
Listen.
Well, I do hold Earl critical for that one tweet that he came out talking
What's
about
that, Jay
November 20, that November the 29th, talking about fighting without Bud Crawford. You lied. You lied to us.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
Go ahead, lawyer to the game.
Yeah.
To that you say what?
No. Well, it's true. He lied. I mean, I'm not going to sit around and make no excuse. I mean, the man, he's a man. Terence Crawford's a man. Sometimes men double talk.
They human. Yep.
Right. They're human. All I'm saying is, to me, I don't like this only because this. A lot like brother, you have a whole series that people refer to about Errol Spence ducking.
Yeah, the best series on YouTube. But go ahead.
Okay, but you have a whole series on it, and then for the brother to come out 2 weeks for the fight and tell all his loyal, faithful guys who made content supporting the narrative that he created that they're foolish. That I don't like that, man. Listen, I'm here. I'm here for you guys today. I'm here to support you guys, man, because it really hurts my heart.
You sure you're here to support or are you here to rub it in? Which one is it? Because I think it's the latter.
Because it hurts my heart as an Earl fan to see you guys have to go through this, man. I just feel like, you know what, he has given you guys the platform within 2 weeks to just you can step over to the winning team now. Now that he showed you the
fuck
truth.
All that. I'm standing firm on my prediction. And Earl was ducking because he was ducking. Yeah, I said it. I ain't got to switch up because Bud got a gag on whatever y'all want to call it.
Lord,
I ain't switching.
I'm just messing with you guys, man.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, y'all go ahead and rock, man.
Hey, Lord to the game.
Yes, sir.
You full of shit, you know that, right?
I told you, man. I'm here for you guys tonight, man.
Hey, listen, man. Let's keep it a buck. All that bullshit I be hearing all day long, they come all the narrative and shit. That man said one damn thing. Yeah, he went back and changed that, and everybody ran with it. You feel what I'm saying? But like he said, how many times Earl came back and said some shit? You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, Earl.
Come on, man.
Earl has said stuff.
Earl saying some shit, but hold Earl accountable. I don't see nobody hold Earl accountable for the bullshit he say.
Yeah,
listen, hold on, Mr. Golden. To that point, bro. Remember when it was at the last Frank Martin fight? Remember when Earl got into that wreck allegedly on December the 10th, the same day that Crawford fought Avocado, right? Okay, he said that he had to worry about his car, and then that the fight he wasn't gonna be fighting Bud next, so he moved the goalpost on that. But niggas didn't say shit about that. They didn't say, "Oh, girl,
they didn't say shit about that."
Ain't nobody trying to hear about your car, nigga. Like you a millionaire. Who gives a fuck about your car? We just glad you're okay.
Hey, Mr. Golden, did you really just say that nobody ever holds Earl Spence accountable, and you don't realize what show you're on right now?
Right, right. Yeah, I said it.
Huh? Are you serious?
Maybe he meant the Earl sexual channels. Maybe that's what he
Earl,
meant.
You soak up 18 hours a day of Earl Spence negativity, Mr. Golden. So what are you talking about? You bathe in Earl Spence.
My brother getting Earl ass before it's you and all y'all hold Earl accountable for shit.
Hey man, we can't do your job, man. Hey, Mr. Golden, listen to me. I'm gonna say it again. You sit in a hot tub full of Epsom salt, soaking in Earl Spence conversations about how he go get whooped, how he lie, he in fake car wrecks, he eats chocolate covered strawberries, he ducking,
listen.
He's scary.
Listen,
you are going to have to take an account for this for the rest of your at least next 4 years. I'm not shutting up for 4 years, Mr. Golden. We could be talking about motherfucking
on the 30th. On the 30th, we ain't gonna see big fish.
It could be a Clarissa Shields fight one night alive, and I'm gonna be like, I'm pivoting back to the Terence Crawford, Earl Spence saga.
Chris, I already know. After Bud beat Earl, you might come on the panel and say 2 or 3 days, and you gonna haul ass. You ain't coming back.
Y'all know how we participate for this fight, man. What if they get in that ring and it be bored as fuck?
Nah, that's not.
No, it ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be.
So wait a minute. So you think it's a possibility it can be like a dud, like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
No, it ain't gonna be.
Bro, anything can happen. Never know.
Let's just be honest, and I'm gonna ask this about both fighters. Whether you on one side or the other, when's the last time you seen Earl Spence in a boring fight?
Well, that's a blood and what?
And that's my next question.
And my comeback to that, and now one of them elite fighters like each other.
Yeah, this shit is not about to be bored. I know one fucking thing. We not about to see no boring fight. I don't know who said that shit.
It ain't gonna be
boring. I said it.
With that. Nah,
that mean he not coming forward if he's boring. That mean he not moving.
And I guarantee you,
only fight one way, remember?
DJ ain't gonna cover that bullshit neither. Run up on board like he crazy neither.
But y'all said he only fight one way, right? So that's what.
Right. Well, since y'all said it like that, throw my shit what I just said out the window here. If Earl don't fight Bud, they gonna throw a punch.
Lord have mercy.
I think
he'll counter punch. That's all he do is counter punch. If Earl don't throw a punch,
this gonna be a fight, man.
Yeah, that man gonna knock Earl ass out. Y'all bullshitting. And he gonna take that punch.
It ain't gonna be no knockout. It ain't gonna be no knockout.
Earl ass out. You know what the fuck he gonna say? He gonna say this is for Mr. ROTBE.
I can see his talking
all that shit, dragging my name in the mud just for his ass. Yeah, I said it. God damn it. And loyal to the game.
Yes, sir.
After Earl get his ass knocked out, you come back in here and I want you to tell my little brother, I want you to tell my little brother, I acknowledge you. Say, I acknowledge you. You say, Bud, go send that nigga to the sleep expert.
I have no problem.
Come in there and say that. Come in here. And say that. I want you to have the camera on and stand up and attention and say, I acknowledge you.
You ain't got to say shit because I'm going to do a roll call show. Don't worry about it. I got receipts on top of the shit. I'm doing a roll call show. Comments in my I got this shit mapped out. I already know what I'm going to do.
Now, E-Thriller.
You ain't got to come on here and say shit. I'm going to say it for him.
Now, E-Thriller, to play devil's advocate, E-Thriller, what happens when Terence Crawford lose? Are you going to have a roll call?
I'm going to be live. What you mean? I'm gonna be live front and center with my camera on.
Oh, I believe you. I'm just saying, is there a roll call or like do you have an agenda when that happens?
First of all, hold on, Mr. Golden. If you can see based off of tonight's show, I don't have a fucking agenda on anything I do. I'm just a realist. I'm honest. I say whatever comes to my mind based on the situation. So I don't have an agenda, sir.
No, when I say agenda, you said that you said you're gonna have a roll call. To me, it sounds like you have an agenda for the show, like a plan. So I'm just asking, is there gonna be a plan for that show? Is there an agenda for the show if Earl Spence wins? The same way you have a roll call, if Terence Crawford wins? That's what I'm asking.
No, I don't even think like that because I know Bud is going to win.
Oh, okay. I can't
Well,
wait.
your boy said if he lose, they going to the drawing board.
Yeah, I heard him say that. I heard him say that goofy ass shit. I heard him say it.
Yeah, both of them would
I
happen if
catch
they lose.
everything, Jay Cooley. Damn near, I catch it.
What was that, E-Thriller?
Yeah, Bud, he was asked a question about the fight or something. He was like, if they lose, they'll just go back to the drawing board and figure it out in the next
Oh
fight.
boy, well, that tell you that means it already entered his mind.
No, keep telling you that he come back and second fight, he can beat his ass.
That was the wrong answer.
That's the right. That tell you everything.
See, he
But
threw
see,
that.
hold on.
Right.
Context, hold on, Big Fish. Context matters. He also said prior to saying that he ain't even thinking about a rematch because he's 100% focused on winning the first fight. He said that in multiple interviews. So, depending on how you want to look at it, that's up to y'all.
So I have a question, right? Based on what we've seen from Errol Spence, previous opponents. We're not talking about partying, drinking, fat camp Errol Spence. We're talking about Errol Spence who's actually living a boxer's lifestyle. Do you think Terence Crawford, if he loses, because we know Errol Spence is not a one-punch knockout guy, he's an accumulation guy. So if Errol Spence wins the fight, do you think Terence Crawford will be in physical shape to want to
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Be in physical shape to do what? I didn't hear that last part.
To want a rematch. I mean, looking at Ugas, I don't think in 30 days he
Danny
could
want a
say,
rematch.
yeah, I want a rematch. You know what I'm
Danny
saying?
want a rematch.
So you think if Bud lose, he ain't gonna want to run it back? Is that what you trying to say?
I'm just asking, just based off of what I've seen. I'm not just taking it and just saying Bud don't want it. I'm just saying based on what we've seen in the past of Errol Spence's opponents. Do you think the shape that they're in? Do you think they? Because Kell Brook didn't ask for no
Listen,
rematch.
hold on.
after
Let
he
me
lost
answer
his
your
belt.
question. Hold on. I didn't see that against Sean Porter. I didn't see that against no Mikey Garcia. I didn't even see that against Danny. Now he beat the fuck out of Ugas.
So you have to remember
fights
what I
are you
asked.
looking at, bro?
Right. So you have to remember what I said when I asked the question. I said not
They all want a
partying.
rematch.
I said not partying,
Yeah, you like to
drinking,
make the excuses
fat
about
camp.
the drinking.
It's not
and shit.
about excuses because I'm not going to say your channel did it, but you know what the narrative was for a while before Errol was in the accident. He was from Bomac, called him a drunk, and the boxing pub. Let's just keep it 100. The
Yeah, I
boxing
don't
there
talk
was
about
a
that
lot.
shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying Bomac did, and there were pictures that came out on the internet where we saw Earl was inebriated. He was he looked like he was messed up. He was living fast. So
Yep.
I'm not asking about that guy who lost his way. I ain't talking about that guy. I'm talking about every time Errol Spence had his strength and conditioning with say Blu-ray in the beginning, and then when he decided to get nutritionist and live a boxer's lifestyle and fought guys. I'm talking about that version of Errol Spence. Has any of his opponents been in the physical shape to want rematches?
Yes. They asked for rematches after.
Besides wait a minute, but besides the hold on, y'all. Besides the Ugas fight, besides the Jordanus Ugas fight, what other fights are you talking about with Blu-ray? Which ones?
Well, the fight.
So I can give you a better answer.
So we can say, for instance, Kell Brook, because Kell Brook lost the title.
So he wasn't partying when he fought Kell Brook, is what you're saying?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. Okay.
No. With it started that lifestyle started after the Ocampo fight, and I know for a fact because as I said, IOTBA and I we went party with Errol Spence after that fight, and I got to see how shit went down, and I'll leave it at that.
So wait a minute. You was one of hold on. Let's go somewhere with this. You was one of the motherfuckers in the club with Earl, watching him do that, and you didn't say shit.
I was a guest. First off,
no. Answer the question. Don't moonwalk. Answer the question.
I am answering the question.
Go ahead.
First off, I wasn't that close. I don't know Errol Spence to tell that man to do or not do anything. I got in the club with Errol Spence because of Errol Spence. I'm not going to be a guest and then step over my boundaries and be telling people what to do. That's not my business to tell that man anything. I was there and I observed, which is what I was supposed to do, and keep my mouth shut.
Man, that's you. So you select when you want to keep your mouth shut or not, huh?
Well, it's not my. It's not
I
my.
mean, that
So,
just,
all right.
I don't agree with
Let's
that
be
at
fair.
all. I'm with you, Big Fish.
So let's be fair. Let's be fair, right?
Because if
This is
I see
convenient.
Bud in the club
Let's
drinking or
just
gambling or something, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you in here doing, bro?
I'm betting money on you too. Hell yeah.
Let's be fair, right? So let's take Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. Let's just take boxing out of it. If you let's just say one of your favorite pop stars to say Jay-Z or somebody, and you just so happen to know somebody who got you in as a guest where this person don't know you, and you see that guy doing X, Y, and Z or whatever the case may be, it's your job to go up to that guy and tell him what to do.
Hey, loyal to the game. I you opening yourself up for some criticism, man, because it's
I'm
some
not
stuff
opening. I stand on what.
Let Big
that
Fish
was said
respond.
about
Let him
you
respond. Go ahead, Fish.
that you did go run and tell Earl Spence or somebody like that. So why you feel comfortable to do that, but you ain't feel comfortable to tell him he shouldn't be drinking?
Well,
Yeah, that's a fair fucking question. Go
Well,
ahead.
how could you go behind a man back and
I'll answer the
allegedly
question.
snake somebody like that?
I didn't allegedly snake anybody. What I'm stating is this was out in the public. This was out in the public. There were pictures he took. There were things that people knew of. And I didn't say anything specific. I just said I went partying with them and I saw what I saw. That's all I said. That's what I said. All right. So all I'm saying is that I know when he was dealing with Blu-ray and doing his Spence and conditioning, that he was hurting everyone and he was on 11 knockout winning streak. Once he decided that he was going to go away from that, and maybe he got I don't know how much money he was making or not making, but as he said, he went astray for a bit. He said it. The boxing public saw it. We have social media. We all saw it. So
Big
I don't
Fish,
know how y'all try
I
to
don't
blame
think
the
he
shit on
heard the
me.
question, bro. Go ask this nigga again, Big Fish.
Nah, you said that you was a guest and you didn't feel comfortable of overstepping your boundaries
because you really didn't know Earl.
Because you didn't know Earl, but it's alleged that you did something. You told Earl something else that was outside your boundaries, but you chose to cross that boundary.
What did I say to Earl?
I'm asking you as a reporter.
First off, I never spoke to him. As I said, I was part of the entourage. I was
Want me to say it?
IOTBA.
Y'all want me to say it?
So you ain't never spoke to Errol Spence about anything in between with you, IOTBA. You ain't never said nothing.
Oh no, I never said shit to Earl about that. I know what y'all bringing up. I never spoke to Earl about that.
So how did Earl find out? If you don't mind me asking,
I'm not gonna open up and make
why? This shit is all over the internet, bro. So why not? Go ahead.
Hold on a second, because that shit is like 5 years old.
I don't give a fuck how old it is.
Right. So that's just like 5 years old. So
okay.
I'm not gonna
and
come on here.
What's the point? What's your point?
The point is exactly what I'm saying.
So you don't want to talk about it. You sound like you're guilty to me, bro.
No, listen, I stand on what I did. I did.
Okay,
what I
well,
did.
no, I'm asking you, what did you do?
You guys know what I did, and there was a live about what I did, and I came out and I spoke about everything on the live. I
didn't hear it. So
but that's why social media shit ain't erased. If you look it up, you'll find it. What I'm saying.
But nigga, I'm asking you right now, what did you do? Because we want to know. Because you said you couldn't tell Errol Spence shit about him drinking, which I find kind of odd if this really your guy. But then you turn around and say shit about what Io said allegedly about Earl and Derrick James. So make it make sense.
We'll wait. We'll fucking wait.
We will fucking wait. Go ahead, bro.
Like I said, two completely different situations.
How?
I'm explaining it, right? Two completely different situations, and the issue that went on was a problem between IOTBA and I that sparked that. The IOTBA and I were cool like brothers, and there was a situation. I'm not gonna air it all out at the dirty laundry because that's old. But him and I had a problem. IOTBA and I had a problem. And shit went the way it went. It had two different things. And I'm man enough.
So you didn't tell Errol Spence nothing?
No, I didn't. I never spoke to her. No, I never.
So Io told on himself.
No. I just.
So how did Errol Spence find out?
Like I said, I know how to. If I need a message to be relayed, I could get it relayed. But I didn't speak to no Errol Spence.
Okay, so you told somebody else that told Earl.
Yep.
Because we're gonna get to the bottom of it. It's a yes or no, bro. You got an answer for everything else. Why you can't answer me?
That's pretty obvious. It got to him, right? I'm saying I didn't speak to him directly.
Okay, so why did you feel like it was cool for you to go run your mouth and tell another nigga to go tell Earl some shit where you claim you was in the club with this nigga, you was watching him self-destruct, and you didn't feel comfortable with saying, hey, yo, tell this nigga to stop drinking, or hey, can somebody else go? Why you didn't do that with that?
First off, you have bits and pieces. So
That's why I'm asking you to break it down. Go ahead. We ain't got nothing to talk.
So I'll elaborate to a certain extent because I'm not the kind of person, as I said, that situation happened so long ago. I'm not trying to make it into a big thing today, but I'll elaborate because you asking me questions, right?
I mean,
I'm a real enough dude to even what went on between IOTBA and myself. I still came out and said that it was that man who did that for me, right? The IOTBA and I were cool, like cool, like talked on the phone every day, cool for a long time, and he became very disrespectful, right? And he did shit that I didn't really agree with, but I still rocked with him even though I didn't agree with it. And then once he disrespected me and showed me that he could do the same shit to me that he would do to other people, I was just like, oh, fuck it then, fuck it. And for me, I'm just like this. E Thriller, if I come on your show and I say, you know what, E Thriller, you know what, I started my YouTube. I couldn't get on without you. Thanks so much. And every moment I see you, I'm saying E Thriller this, E Thriller that. You my dude, you my dude, you my dude to everyone. And then the first time that you say, hey, you know what, Kwame, I can't do X, Y, and Z for you this time. Just chill. And then I go and then start throwing dirt on your name to people that I was just telling, hey, you know what? E Thriller is the man. E Thriller is cool. That's some bullshit. I mean, that's just what it is. And I'm not gonna go all the way into detail, but that's how the situation went. And everyone had their side of the story. My side, his side, and the truth.
So what did Ayo do?
I'm just all I'm saying is
did you hear me? I asked you what did Ayo do?
I really like, again, it's not that I have a real problem with just saying it. It's just like I said before, it's so old, and to bring it up, and I know our TV is watching. I'm just not in a drama like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the truth is easy to remember, bro. The truth is easy to remember.
Right. Well, the truth is very easy to remember, but also having some integrity and not just doing things because you're on social media to show off or to get some likes or to throw somebody under the bus again.
Okay, so wait a minute. Well, okay, so let's stop. Hold on. Let's stop it right there with what you just said, because I agree. So how do you feel about Errol Spence doing that to IO?
I wasn't. I mean, at the time when it,
I'm keeping it 100. He called a nigga on the live. He embarrassed the nigga in front of everybody based off of some shit that you told somebody else and somebody told him. How do you feel about Errol Spence doing that?
Yeah. So
since you hold him accountable, I want to hear it.
Yeah. At the time that he did it, I was happy. I'm just keeping it 100. At the time that he did it,
why was you happy?
Why was I happy?
Yes, sir.
Because of this reason. Like I said, if you and I is cool, and you at a level where you could put me on to do stuff, and I'm saying, hey, I support you, I fuck with you, I support you, and I fuck with you, and then there's one time where you say, hey, you know what, Kwame, I can't allow you to do X, Y, and Z with me this time, but I still fuck with you. And then I go behind to people that you know, and say, you know what? Damn, I wish E3 failed on this show. That's fucked up. Point blank, period. No matter how you put it, that's fucked up. And it's not like here's the situation. And I'm just trying to say it in a way where I'm just not getting too into detail and still trying to be respectful, because I'm not trying to start a whole bunch of shit. What I'm saying is, you have to, if you feel like that, you have to be able to stand on that, because you learn in life that it's niggas will be cool with you until you tell them no. You can lend a nigga $1 million, and the first time you tell a nigga I can't lend you no money, you're the worst person in the world. And it's not like IOTBA told me this shit, and I was just like, I'm gonna be a snake ass nigga, because I know how the story was painted, but I keep it 100 with you. It's not like IOTBA said this shit, and I just ran back to Errol Spence, like, or to Earl People and was like, yo, IOTBA said this. Nah, that shit, he said that shit months. But as time progressed, IOTBA started to do the same shit to me when we were cool. I'm just being 100 with you. And IOTBA can say yay or nay about it, however you want to say. IOTBA had a huge following on Facebook. Still has a great, huge following on Facebook, right? I was the person who came to IOTBA and said, brother, with all of the Facebook people that you have, you need to be on YouTube. When IOTBA wasn't able to get a press pass and stuff like that, and I'm going to just leave that where that is at, I was the guy who went to IOTBA and said, IOTBA, you big enough not to have to depend on these people to get a press pass. Get your YouTube shit going. And be like these other guys, Boxing, Ego, Fred, all these guys who are able to go get their press credentials where they won't have to depend on anyone else. You self-made. You already had a connection because you connected to the fighter. And he and I were working on something together, and then his ego got in the way, and he started being disrespectful. That's what happened, if you really want to know. And like I said, I don't want to go into a whole bunch of details on it, but the gist of it is the gist of it.
What's the gist of it, bitch, nigga? Stop on her line.
Nigga, I'm not going to argue with you. So listen, you can talk as much as you want. You can talk as much as you want and yell.
Hey, let's hear, loyal to the game. Let's hear Io's side of the story. Hold on, I want to hear this shit. Go ahead, Io.
This lame ass nigga gonna get on here and tell a falsified ass lie. Now, look, one thing he did say that was true. We was cool. You know what I'm saying? We was real cool, right? So, being cool with him, he knew that me and Derrick James had a problem, right? He knew that. And this bitch ass nigga, we was on my show arguing about who was the better trainer out of Derrick James and Bo Mack.
That's not,
nigga,
that's not correct.
Nigga, man, shut up, fam.
That's not correct. It
man,
went
shut up. I'm talking. You done said all the shit you was saying. I put this on my dead son who died 2 years ago. We was on there arguing about who was the better trainer out of Derrick James and Bo Mack. You know, this was when I was on some fuck Derrick James type shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga gonna say he couldn't fuck with me in the debate, so he gonna say on there live, and this on my dead son, may God kill me and my whole family. This bitch ass nigga, because he knew that me and Derrick had problems. He gonna say on live when nobody else knew around the world, but this bitch ass nigga, he gonna say, oh, you just saying that because you and Derrick James ain't cool no more. Nigga, on my dead son, if I'm lying, God could kill me right now. And where he got mad at is why I called him. I said, you a bitch ass nigga. I say, you a Uncle Tom ass nigga. I say, why would you even let the world know that me and Derrick James into it? If me and Derrick James ain't even let the world know we was into it. Nigga, we was arguing about a fucking debate. Yeah, just because I was saying Bo Mack was a better trainer and he couldn't take that shit, the girliness inside him, he gonna say, you just saying that because you and Derrick James into it, and that shit spread it to where everybody knew that then. And when I was calling him Uncle Tom's and calling them all type of bitch niggas for saying that shit on there, this nigga wrote me paragraphs on my fucking message. You know, I wish I still had that phone, because that shit would have been now. My wife, right? She my wife now. She right here right now. He wrote me paragraphs. I said, baby, look at this bitch ass nigga. He told me, oh, how can you talk to me like that? Nigga, what the fuck you mean? How can I talk to you like that? How could your dumb ass open up your mouth and say live on Earl, you just saying that because me and Derrick James into it, when nobody in the fucking world knew me and Derrick James was into it? You look, I don't even fuck with the nigga WCS. But WCS broke it down his goddamn self on what happened. And for this bitch ass nigga to get on her and lie like that, the nerve of you, but guess what, bitch nigga? It didn't stop nothing. See, what you tried to do is you want to be in our TBA position so bad, and they didn't do a motherfucking thing for you. over 5 years. You ain't done absolutely shit in this game. Have you seen my resume, you pussy ass nigga? Since me and Errol Spence ain't been cool no more, do you see the type of motherfuckers who I'm hanging around now? You pussy ass nigga. Since me and I never needed Errol Spence. See, that's the difference. You thought you could snake a nigga and say all this other shit and go back and say some falsified ass shit because you gonna say on live, and I erased that live as soon as it happened because I didn't want it to spread. Because he gonna get mad because I was saying Bo Mack was a better trainer, and he gonna have the nerve say you just saying that because you and Derrick James ain't cool no more, like the girly ass nigga he is. And like I said, you say all this tough shit. I want everybody to know I've been talking to my nigga Big Fish, my nigga Mr. Q, E Thriller the Bank Picasso, Mr. RTBA ready to get in that ring, right, and put on a little celebrity boxing match because it's a lot of niggas who hate me and it's a lot of niggas, who love me, but I'm mostly hated and niggas want to see me get in that ring. So I'm offering you, bitch nigga, the challenge since you've been talking so tough and nigga ain't seen you at nothing because I be at all these events still. I'm offering you, bitch nigga, the opportunity to get in the ring and show you really like that.
All right, Ayo, let me let Loyal to the Game respond to what you just said, bro. Go ahead, Loyal to the Game.
See, I try to be respectful, and this is exactly what I didn't want to get into. But since there's a whole lot of disrespect going on, then fuck it. I'll just speak on it, right? So first off, see, this nigga's so burnt out, he don't even remember the conversation or what we was debating on his show. It wasn't about Derrick James. It was who faced more adversity in their career. Was it Errol Spence or was it Terence Crawford? And we debated about that back and forth, right? And I stated that because when we were going back and forth, he brought up Derrick James and he was talking down on Derrick James. I said, "You just saying that because you ain't made cool like that." Now, I stated that. Now, now this is after the Mikey Garcia fight. So what I'm gonna do for you real quick is I'm gonna do a quick rewind for you guys. So basically, what happened? If you want to talk about bitch nigga and a fangirl, is this dude was in I think 4 of Earl Spence's training camps in a row, right? And when the Mikey Garcia training camp came up, they closed the door on him. They didn't allow him to come into the training camp. Now, this was the time that Derrick James had bought World Class Boxing Club because they used to box out of R&R Boxing Club. A guy named Roger Rodis, I think, owned that boxing club Earl Spence used to box out of. But then after the Mikey Garcia fight, I believe, it was one of those fights. Ocampo and Mikey Garcia. No, it was after the Ocampo fight for the Mikey Garcia fight. They opened up their own gym and they left. So Corey called me one time. Yo, I want to get into the gym. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on three-way, but just don't say nothing. And he called Derrick James on the line, and he was talking to Derrick, and then he tried to ask Derrick, could he come out to the gym because he didn't have the address. Derrick told him no. He got upset that Derrick told him no. He said, Derrick trying to fuck up my YouTube channel, no, my Facebook. He trying to fuck up what I'm doing. Why would he say that to me? Right? I said, bro, he's entitled to say whatever he want. I mean, that's his gym. I'm just trying to keep it 100. And I was trying to talk this nigga off the ledge, but he was a super Earl Spence groupie fanboy back then. Let's just keep it 100, right? I said, yo, I said, Earl Spence, I said, we saw what we saw. I said, he's doing a fat camp. He got to lose weight. They probably don't want no one in the gym. This is what I told him. He was pissed off about it. So what he did was he ran around to all of the people that because the boxing world is small, especially if it's in Dallas. If someone knows another person, if someone knows, it's like the network is small, everyone knows. So this guy was running around to all the boxers and all the coaches and talking bad about Derrick James to them, called Derrick James a coon to all these people. And who do you think these people had more loyalty to, Corey or Derrick James? All these guys went back to Derrick James and told him. And there was a beef that was going on. And the real reason that sparked all of this stuff, see, I remember all of it. Like the brother said, the truth you can remember. I'm gonna tell you what sparked all of this stuff. Matter of fact, I'm such a real nigga. I'll tell you. If you look at my picture right here, my profile picture, that press pass that I have right there, that's from Corey. I'm a real ass nigga. This is the Ocampo fight. If you put it up, Corey gave me that press pass at the Ocampo fight. I got into we went into the dressing room. I got into the Earl's dressing room after the fight. But before the fight, I wasn't in the dressing room. I was on the floor. And Corey was inside of the dressing room and he was hyping Errol Spence up before he went out to fight Ocampo. He was like, yo, you the best fighter in the world. You the most ferocious, you this and that. So Derek told Corey to be quiet. And Corey said that Earl told Derek, nah, let him talk. So he said because Derek felt like he got young boy in the locker room, he had something against him and he didn't want to let him in the gym no more. That's what happened. Something, and that's why you can't do shit for niggas. Because I remember before that fight when Corey flew to Brooklyn and we went to the Lamont Peterson fight and Corey needed his press pass and we was walking into the Lamont Peterson fight. And when he got into the front and they didn't have no press pass for him, I remember Corey panicking, called Derek James on the phone, and Derek James called Kelly Swanson. His press pass was there in less than 5 minutes. See, but as soon as Corey
that's in New York though. That's before. Hold up,
E3, you muted him. You muted me. E3, you
Hold
muted
on,
me.
Ayo,
E3, you
I'm gonna
muted
let him
me.
finish, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna let him finish.
Right? So
go ahead, lawyer to the game.
So when we was in New York, I saw it with my own eyes. Now you got to think about this. Derek James and Errol Spence get ready to go into the ring in like an hour. He calls Derek James and says they don't have my name up front. Derek makes the phone call, gets him a press pass, and he's in 5 minutes. Now, the first time Derek James tell this man that he can't come to the gym, he done went to everybody in Texas and talked shit about Derek James. He went to everybody in Texas saying that Derek James was stealing people fighters, right? This is the shit that he did. I never said one thing about it when he was doing that. This was all before the Mikey Garcia fight. Now, Correa and I met up because I went down to Texas for the Mikey Garcia fight. Correa and I met up. Derek James, he knew Derek James wasn't fucking with him. So he was trying to be cool with the dude that be sparring Errol Spence, Thomas something. I forgot. He's a police officer now, but he be sparring Errol Spence. So Correa was calling Thomas the whole time, and we went to his room the night before and talked to his pops, and we winded up. He was calling him the whole time to find out when Errol and them was going to go to the dressing room and where they was at and everything like that. So Correa called me. He said, "Come on." They go into the dressing room, and we got the security from the Star to let us in the back. As soon as Derek James saw Correa, he said, "Nah, I ain't fucking with him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here." Because they had a beef going on. This is before I said anything. Before I said anything about anything, he had been disrespected. Derek James. I didn't go to Derek James and say nothing to him about that or anything like that at all. But once I, like I said, with the whole YouTube stuff, and he started to become disrespectful because I said all I said was, bro, why you? Because before everything was, let's just keep it 100. E3.
Man, hold up.
Back in the day, back in the day. Let's just keep it 100. E3. Back in the day, Correa used to say, Correa used to say,
hey, 2 more minutes, lawyer to the game, and then I'm gonna let Ayo respond. Go ahead.
Fine.
You got 2 more minutes, bro.
That's fine. Back in the day, if anybody remember, if you ask Correa about Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, Correa said Errol Spence do everything better than Terence Crawford. Back in the day, when you asked Correa about Derek James, he addressed Derek James as the best trainer in the world. There's no lie behind that. I mean, that's something that he's known for doing. He was known for doing.
That's the truth.
That's
the one truth.
Once Correa was not able to get in the gym, I remember exactly where I was at. I was driving in my car. I lived in Philly. I was driving in my car. Was talking to Correa. Correa said to me, "Damn, man, like, Derrick James tripping. And at the time, he didn't know if Errol Spence was on the same level as Derrick because he was outside and he had no access. So he didn't know, right? So I was talking to him and he was saying, "Oh, you know what? Earl sound real confident." I was like, "Yeah, he should sound confident." He said, "Nah, but he sounded too confident. That's how niggas get knocked out." So I said, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" I said, "Mikey, that's a small dude, right? Why Earl ain't get knocked out by no Mikey?" I said, if Earl fights Mikey and he loses, that's gonna fuck up his whole career because he was known as a boogeyman and a little dude fought him." So Correa says, "Well, I hope Earl lose because then he'll get rid of his trainer, Derrick James, because I think Jamel Charlo had just lost his first fight to the dude from Detroit, Tony Harrison, and there was another light-skinned dude that had lost the fight with Derrick James. And he said if Earl lost the fight too, then Derrick James would get fired, and he only wanted Derrick James to get fired so he would have more access to Errol Spence, right?" And I ain't say I was
All
like,
right,
"Man,
that's
that's
2
fucked
minutes.
up."
That's 2 minutes.
Hey, it's been 2 minutes. Go ahead and respond, Ayo. Go ahead.
Now look, that's a total fucking lie. See, you spoke about us being in New York. Me and Derrick James, we were still cool in New York. So of course, I could call him up and he gonna hurry up and get the press pass. Me and you were still cool while we was in New York. So of course we was chilling. But this one thing right here that you ran with, cause man, you was cool, Kwame. This what questions we need to be answered because you ran around saying a whole bunch of shit. Kwame, man, you was together the whole time in New York. When I get knocked out? I got knocked out in New York. You
Never.
on that?
I answered it. I said never, not on my watch.
But you ran with that. I was with you the entire time, nigga. Only time we wasn't together, nigga, when I was at the hotel. I was with you the entire time. Now look, when me and Derrick James was into it, yeah, that's true. In the locker room, I'm hyping Earl up. Derrick James say, "Hey man, let him work." Earl say, "No, let him keep talking." This in front of everybody. Everybody. Derrick James felt embarrassed. He felt like he was little boy by little old Mr. ILTBA, and he the trainer of this world-class fighter. So yeah, after Earl said that to him in front of Al Heyman, in front of the Watson daddy, the Watson twins, Yella Beezy, Trapboy Freddy, everybody who was some Cowboys players in the room. Derrick James felt small. So yeah, he gonna try to block me from coming to the fucking gym because Earl told him to shut the fuck up. It wasn't me. So why the fuck wouldn't I have no attitude when that nigga did that shit, right? Now, for you to get up here and say that I said that I wanted Errol Spence to lose, Errol Spence to lose, that's a goddamn lie.
Bro,
Now, look,
I can't. I'm going to get off the. Listen.
Let him
I'm
finish,
gonna get
Kwame. Let him finish.
No, E3. I'm just telling you something, E3.
Let him finish, bro.
No, I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him finish, E3. I just want to talk to you, E3. E3.
Stop. Hey, see, you gonna let him? See, that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead, Ayo.
Now, when I said Derrick James was stealing people fighters, nigga, was I lying? When I said he was stealing people fighters? And then I'm glad you said that because you just said that because you and Derrick James into it. Why would you say that on Earl when nobody knew we was into it at the time? If that was the case, how did I get my press pass to get in the Mikey Garcia fight? Now that is right. Derrick James wouldn't let me go in that room, right? But how did I get my press passes to still get into the fight if it was such a big problem? See, the thing was, I just held back from saying anything to after the fight because I didn't want to distract Errol Spence Jr. I told this nigga this. Now, for this nigga to get on her and lie like that, and if you continue and see the lies he was doing with all these other YouTube channels, he just stated to y'all, I didn't get knocked out. Well, why was this nigga on YouTube lying, talking about I got knocked out? Yeah, Derrick James told me I couldn't come to the gym because Earl little boyed him in the locker room because of me. I didn't tell Earl to tell him to shut up. As a matter of fact, I kept talking a little bit. Then be quiet because I kind of felt bad, because Derrick James was my guy at the time. But the point of the matter is for you to go back and say some hoe ass shit like that to whoever you said it to because you got mad because you said online when I wasn't even talking about it on YouTube to nobody. I don't give a fuck if I was talking about it in the streets. I wasn't talking about it online for the public to hear. It wasn't no conversation until you just saying that because you and Derrick James ain't cool no more. Then the whole world ran with that shit. No, they didn't run with it till after I talked shit to you and then you send me them long ass paragraphs. Let's just keep it a buck, fam.
All right, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me let lawyer to the game respond. Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say, correct? Because I noticed in the beginning, because in the beginning of this, you stated that you swear something on your dead son. So I'm gonna see what kind of man you are now. Are you gonna swear on your dead son that you did not say to me that you wanted Errol Spence to lose because you
Man,
wanted it?
I swear on my
Correct. Before
man,
before
shut the
you
fuck
say
up.
that,
I swear, man, shut the fuck up. You
okay.
lying snake ass nigga. I
You
swear.
I see
Now
what
look,
type of guy
now
you are.
hold up. No, nigga, I see what type of guy you are.
You do
Now
anything
when
for
me
the
and Errol
internet. Your
Spence,
soul is in
hold
the
up,
internet
hold up.
and these
Now
people.
when me and Errol Spence was into it, nigga, I got many of videos saying, oh, Terence Crawford is the new boogeyman. Terence Crawford gonna do this and Terence Crawford gonna do that. Oh,
Hey,
Bo
man.
Mac a better trainer than this. The nerve of you to sit up here and tell niggas that you went back and said this and that, and then you trying to fucking question me and my credibility.
Look,
Say, hold up, lawyer
E3,
to the
man.
game. Where did that get you?
E3, man.
Where did that get you?
E3. Listen
Where
what I'm
did that
telling you.
get you, though?
Listen
Lying like a little
to me.
bitch.
Listen, E3. Listen. Since
Yeah,
I
let him
came,
speak, Ayo. Go ahead, lawyer to the game.
since
Go
I
ahead, bro.
came on this, I want you to notice something. Since I came on this platform, before this even jumped off, which I was trying to avoid, I gave Corey. I never disrespected Corey in terms of acting like he didn't introduce me to Errol Spence or to Derrick James. I never said
I ain't even spoke on none of that. I ain't spoke on none of that.
See, he wants. This is what he does. This is what he does. He wants to dominate the conversation by being loud. This is what he does, and this is how he has
I
his
ain't spoke
platform.
on none of
And
what
it's
I did
cool.
for you.
And it's cool
Nigga,
because
stop lying.
it's cool
Hey,
because
let him finish,
social.
Ayo.
Because
Go ahead,
I
lawyer.
ain't have I spoke on anything I did for him. Have I spoke on anything I did for him? He brought that shit up.
He got to
He
go
talking about
because
this why you don't do
this
shit for niggas.
is
Nigga, I ain't
how
spoke
he
on
stay.
shit I did for you,
This
nigga.
is how he stay relevant. This is what he does.
Just like
with
I ain't
his
spoke on
with his
shit you
fan-
did
with
for
his
me.
fan- with his
Kwame,
fan
it's
base.
shit you did for me.
This
It's shit
is
you did
listen
for
to
me.
what
I ain't speak on that, bitch
that's
nigga.
true. That's true.
I
Right?
ain't speak on
But,
shit I did
but,
for you.
but what
Because
but
if
what
I
I'm
did it
saying,
for you, bitch ass nigga, I did it out the kindness of my heart. And
listen,
I never speak on what I did for you.
E3,
Just like, come on,
E3,
now.
like I was saying before I was interrupted. I brought up those things just to let you know what kind of man I am, right? The type of man I am, I'm going to speak the truth. However shit go, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I'm not going to get on here and lie about no person. That's not my character to do. I don't do that, right? For this brother to sit up here and I don't wish no ill will on this man because even after we fell out and I heard that he had some incident health wise live, I put out a post and said, "Look, I'm praying for the brother." That because I have peace with
I don't
myself
give
and
a fuck about your post.
I know who I
Like,
who I
bro,
am.
stop getting on here with that
This
simping shit.
dude, listen,
Say, hold up, fam. Stop
this
getting on
dude
here
right
with that
here,
simping shit to try to make yourself
look, bro.
look a certain
Hey,
type of way, bitch nigga.
Corey, me and you, Corey, let's just keep it 100, Corey. If you want to go there, you want to keep being disrespectful, nigga. Me and you, we in life, me and you not on the same level, and you fucking know that.
How the fuck we ain't on the same?
We ain't on the same level, nigga, and you fucking know it.
Hold up, Kwame.
So don't all this bitch nigga shit. All this
What
bitch
level?
nigga shit.
What the fuck
Don't come
level
with
is
that.
you on, Kwame? What level is you on, fam?
It's been a long 5 years
Kwame,
since I've known you, nigga.
hold up, Kwame. What is you doing?
This
What
is all
type
you
of
got,
noise you
nigga. This
making?
is all you got going on is this social
Kwame,
media
all
shit.
I got, no, I be with power players on the
Yeah,
regular.
power players, nigga, and it always equated to
No,
nigga. It always equated to you always having 10
regular.
different cell phone numbers because you can't keep a simple phone on, nigga. So don't talk to me like you like you got shit all together because you met niggas because you ain't got shit going on.
Kwame, what is you
Fuck
doing?
out of here.
What is you doing, Kwame? You just said you work for Comcast.
Listen, nigga, I don't need to talk of what I'm doing.
I'm talking about what is you doing though?
Because what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing,
have you
I'm
been
so
to Errol Spence
nigga, I'm so content in what I'm doing.
Have you been to Errol Spence camp?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about being in his camp. Nigga,
That
that's
what you was
boxing.
trying to do,
I got
Kwame?
real shit, nigga. I got
Kwame,
real shit. Nigga, I got real shit in my life going on.
What you got to say about WCA said that? I don't even get along with the nigga. He broke the story down. This ain't me saying that. This other niggas. This ain't coming from my mouth.
Look, man,
you know who
I'm
World
not
Cup
going
is
down
for.
that. I'm not going down that long ass
Why
road
you don't
with
want to
you.
go down
Nigga,
there?
what you
But,
say,
hey,
for you to sit up,
you know
nigga, for you, I, and God to know what our conversation was, and for you to sit up here and almost bring out your mouth that shit about you swear it on your dead son,
nigga, I swear
nigga,
on
that
my
shit.
dead son.
You,
hey, Kwame, you just like I said, bro.
right,
Look,
correct.
you
Maybe you had a stroke or something, or you smoked some
fam,
cigarettes or something,
fam.
and you don't remember. Maybe that's what it is.
This you showing who the fuck you is. You admitted to saying me and Derrick James was into it.
Nigga, I admitted to it when I said it.
Did anybody know that? Did anybody know that besides me and you?
Nigga, a lot of people knew it. Maybe
Kwame, did anybody around the world know it? I don't
around
give a
the
fuck
world
about
on the internet.
the people
Listen,
that No, I don't care. No,
on
you
the internet.
I'm talking about in Dallas.
I'm just saying on
No,
the internet.
I'm talking about
On the
nobody
internet.
knew.
Listen, on the internet, no. But
So-
did anybody? But
so
did any?
why
But
did
but
you say
anybody? But
Why
did
did you say
anybody
that
know?
online?
And let me.
Answer the question.
And I'm gonna
Why
hold
did
on
you
a
say
second.
that?
I'm gonna tell you why I said
But why
it
did
online.
you say it?
I'm going to tell.
Kwame,
First of all,
I got
I'm going to tell you why I said it.
Hold on, real quick. Before you answer that, did I get disrespectful with you before you said that or after you said that? Be honest.
No, you was disrespectful with me after I said it.
After you said this.
See, I'm honest.
Hold on. So I'm glad you just telling the truth. So why would
I've been telling the truth?
So why
I'm
wouldn't I be
comfortable with the
mad?
situation.
So why wouldn't I be mad and talk shit when you put business out that me and you just stated on her? Hold up real quick, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You stated on her that me and you was cool, real cool, and you know that me and you was real cool, and I can't even lie about that.
No, you're right.
No, so look,
and I'm gonna say, hold on, I'm gonna say this on E3 channel in front of, like you like to say, in front of the world. Corey, for saying that at that time to you on that live show, I apologize for saying it because it put a big wedge in between us. I'm a real nigga.
Kwame, but
let me finish, Corey. When a person makes an apology, you don't cut them off and start talking. I'm apologizing. Let me just say what I'm saying. I'm gonna finish saying what I'm saying.
Let him finish, Ayo. I'm gonna go to you, bro. Go ahead, Lloyd, to the guy.
Now, that put such a big wedge between us, and I apologize. Now, the reason I said it, and this is no excuse. When we were on that live panel, I was drinking that whole time. I had a bottle of rum. I'm from the Caribbean. I love rum. I was drinking on that show, and
when you drink, seen you drink a day in your life.
Bro, I was drinking, and when you drink, sometimes your lips get loose, and that's what happened. I'm being honest with you, brother. That's really what happened. I didn't say it to you to be malice or anything. You and I, we were debating so like Kwame, we always did. So let me finish. Let me finish, correct? You gotta have patience, brother. Let me finish.
All right, okay. Go ahead.
All right. We were debating back and forth because I remember the entire thing. It was about who faced the most adversity in the ring. And I said, let me finish. I said Errol Spence did because he fought Kell Brook and he was down in his hometown after 6 rounds. And your argument was it was Terence Crawford because Gamboa hurt him and he came back. And we kept going and going, and the coaching came up, and we was debating like we always did back then, like two brothers going at each other. And I was drinking. And when you brought up Derrick James, I just blurted this shit out. I'm like, damn, nigga, you're just saying that shit because you have problems.
All right, cool. Now, cool. I'm glad you said that. So, if you knew that you was drinking, I'm glad you're saying this now. So if you knew that you was drinking, and if you knew that you had blurted that shit out, why did you have a reaction for my reaction when you knew that you was totally wrong for even blurting that shit out?
I'm gonna tell you why.
No. I
You
don't
asked me a
look.
question. You want me to
Hold on,
answer it or not?
I'm not through yet because
Okay.
no matter what type of reaction you would have had, if I would have said some shit like that, I wouldn't have been mad at your reaction because I would have understood at the moment I'm totally wrong. I don't get up here and type paragraphs in the morning and say, "Oh, Corey, you this and you that." When you the one who put that wedge like you saying now because you was drinking some rum, remember, and you're Caribbean, and Caribbean people that's your what you're telling us. I ain't gonna say excuse. I think it's an excuse, but that's what you're telling us now that you was drinking rum. So everything that I did after that, you can't knock me for how my reaction was. Because if you saying something, if you say that me and you was brothers, if you say something on Earl that my brother know that me and Derek is into it, and you know we ain't got the right heads right now. Why would you have a reaction with my reaction when you said that on Earl, when you put business out there that wasn't even supposed to be put out there?
Can I answer or can I answer?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kwame.
Okay. All right, cool. So the reason being was this. I remember when I came down there for the Mikey Garcia fight, and you and we had a little falling out in the car that like the night before. We ain't gonna get into that. And the vibe was just a little off at the end. And there was a couple times on social media that you spoke to me really disrespectful in front
Oh
of
my God.
you spoke very disrespectful to me a couple times in front of people. And I told you this to your face when we was in Texas.
You told me what to my face,
I
Kwame?
told you I told you to your face. I said I
You
told
told
you.
me to my face what?
Okay. As I was saying.
No, I'm saying you told me, like, how did you tell me to my face? Like, you acting like you had your chest stuck out or something to me, Kwame. That's how you relaying it.
No, that's how you receiving. That's
No,
not how I'm relating.
I'm saying you said
You stuck on the
that
see.
ain't
This
how.
is ego. You stuck on the small thing.
It
I'm
ain't
just
no
saying
ego.
what I'm
No.
saying.
It
Let
ain't
him
no
finish,
ego.
Jael.
E3,
Hold
you
on,
gotta
because
let
I
me
want to hear
speak,
this
brother.
shit. Go ahead,
No,
lawyer,
it
to the
ain't.
game, so
It
we can
ain't
wrap
nothing
this shit
real
up. Go
quick.
ahead.
It ain't no ego. It's just saying
Oh
you got to
God.
understand. You talking to an audience.
This is how you do stuff, Corey. You
All right, go ahead.
overtalk
The
people
floor
to
is yours,
try to
bro.
dominate
Talk.
stuff.
Go.
Like I was stating, I said it to your face, and if you want me to articulate how I said it, you and I, like I said, we were like brothers, so we always used to talk to each other. Like if we had an issue, we would just talk to each other. And I told you to your face in Texas, I said, bro, I said if we brothers, if we have a problem, we just fight. I would rather fight than you disrespect me in front of people. I said that to you.
Come on, I swear, I don't remember that.
Of course you don't.
I
You don't.
promise I
All
don't.
the important stuff you
Kwame,
never remember.
but you just said, look, Kwame, I don't
I
drink.
said, I said, if we brothers, I said, I'd rather you and I just fight because we could just, whether I lose or you lose, it'll just be over. But I don't like if I'm cool with somebody who's supposed to be my brother, you don't get in front of an audience and then try to belittle them or disrespect them.
Belittle them, Kwame. See, this is the thing right here. See, the thing is, you start getting a little emotionally attached, right? And look, I say that respectfully, fam. Look, you
Mostly
start.
attached to what?
I said respectfully. Can
No,
I explain myself?
but you have to
This ain't
elaborate
no.
on what.
I
Mostly
am.
attached to what?
Listen. This ain't downplaying you or nothing. Like you got to the point where you thought we were so cool that if you saying some dumb shit about boxing, that I can't go with you how I go with you, fam. Like that's where you had the game twisted up because Kwame, I came in the game on the shit. Nigga, you know, I'm the one who made Facebook what Facebook is. I'm the one who breathed a lot of niggas into this shit, and you know that. So the thing is, you got a little bit too emotionally attached to where you thought just because, oh, me and IO cool, if I say something, I'm not gonna be able to come at you because guess what? I got came at all the time. I didn't never say, oh, don't talk to me like that. I don't feel like you could talk to me like that in public. So what the fuck do you mean? So just because we cool, I ain't supposed to say, oh man, that's some dumbass goofy shit you saying.
No, that's not what I mean at all. And we had plenty of debates and boxing.
But what you talking about then?
I'm gonna
What did I
explain it.
say on the
I'm
post?
going to explain it. We said plenty of times you and I debated on boxing. The boxing shit don't bother me at all. You know, when you say personal shit, that's what bothers me because a lot of these guys here on the internet who do internet boxing, you guys deal with so much energy from one side to another that if somebody disagrees with an opinion, people think it's personal, and then people say personal shit to people.
Did I disrespect your beautiful wife?
You listen.
Did I disrespect your beautiful
like I
wife?
said,
Did I disrespect your beautiful wife?
Nope, and I never disrespected
No,
your wife.
I'm saying. So what personal? So what type of personal did I do with you?
I'm going to finish speaking because you're not going to dictate what I say and how I say what I say. I'm going to say what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So what I'm saying is this: when two people are supposed to be brothers, and you looked out for me, I looked out for you, but sometimes when you got in front of your audience, you try to young boy me, and it wasn't just about. And then sometimes in the messages that you sent, you would be disrespectful, and it wasn't boxing stuff. It was stuff when you were addressing me about me as a person. And look, we all have our faults, you know.
Hold up, Cormac. Then you say, hold up, before we started this, then you say, oh, I was trying to stop IOTBA from going off the edge. When you was addressing me, did I get all soft and sensitive about it?
No, but what you
did,
but what you did, which I know for a fact in my heart and in my being and in my soul, is that the stuff I said is true, and you're saying that it's a lie, right? Because I'm a grown ass man. I'm not gonna make some shit up and go tell somebody some shit that's made up. I don't fucking roll like that. I got way better shit in my life to do. So one thing I know about being a man, especially after all the time that has elapsed from when this shit has happened, for you to not come out.
Of course you would try to.
For you to not hold on. I'm not done. For you to not just come out, because a lot of you guys be like, I stand on my nuts. I do this. I do that. I'm a real nigga. You know what a real nigga would do? A real nigga would just say, you know what? I was pissed off about Derek not letting me in the gym, and I said some shit at the time I probably really just didn't mean. I was just upset about it. But
I said a bunch of shit about Derek.
But you didn't only say it about Derek,
Man,
Corey. I remember when the Mikey Garcia, I remember all this shit because I lived it with you. When the Mikey Garcia fight, I remember no, you weren't. That's a fucking lie.
I'm talking about the lead up to it.
You wasn't. You're lying,
I wasn't in
Corey.
his camp. No, I wasn't going to his camp.
You wasn't around him at all, Corey. We were on the phone every day, Corey. Don't do that.
Hold on. You telling me I wasn't at the press?
Corey, that's what I was getting ready to go. Don't lead me into that, because one thing about me, Corey, is you know I'm a smart guy. So don't lead me into that.
Hold on, I wasn't at the press?
Because I remember that, Corey.
Yeah, and what happened? Derek got my press pass took, right?
I ain't talking about that.
No, Derek got my... Hold up. Did Derek get my press pass took?
I remember.
Hold up, did Derek or Derek...
You want to talk about what
No, I'm talking about Mikey Garcia fight.
We talk about Mikey Garcia.
Did Derek get my press pass took?
Yes, he did.
How I get it back?
Corey, you really want to go there?
How I get it back?
You want to go there, Corey? Really? You really want to air it all out? Corey, you never got it back. You took me, Corey, you took me to a fight the night before that Mikey Garcia sponsored. There was a Mexican card that Mikey Garcia threw the night before. The Mikey Garcia.
Hold up.
Correct. Listen,
this how I know you lying.
Correct.
I'm
going to tell you. E3, you got to mute him. E3, you got to mute him. Let me speak.
Dante Boxing Nation got me my fucking press pass.
And that's the one that Derek got
rejected.
Hold
up. How did I? Hold up. This how you lying right here, y'all. Look, remember, he said,
go ahead.
I tried to go in the dressing room with Errol Spence at the Mikey Garcia fight. Y'all remember E3? Do you remember him saying that?
I said it.
Yeah,
You don't got to
I was
ask him.
listening.
I'll admit it.
E3,
I said it.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So if I was trying to go in the Mikey Garcia fight, the only way you could go in the fight and get in the back there if you got your press pass.
I'll explain it to you.
Like that.
You may not remember, but I remember. I got an elephant brain. The night before that fight, like I said, we went to a Mikey Garcia fight that he sponsored. It was a card that he sponsored. And there was a Mexican lady in there. I believe she was from Texas, and she was so happy to see you. And she was like the administrator, and she was running shit there. And she gave you a press pass, and that press pass. Well, I'm not done.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
Of course,
hey,
you don't.
E3,
Of course
he lying
you don't.
about
No.
that.
See, now you want to cut me off.
He lying.
E3.
Dante
Now he want to
Boxing.
cut. Now he want to cut
that's
me
when
off.
I was doing videos for Dante
my
Boxing
Lord.
Nation.
He want to cut me off. You know how this guy lost his press pass? And see, I remember it all, Correa. Don't do this.
Lose it.
I'm gonna tell you because this
Derek
fool
took it.
How did he know to take it, Correa?
Burley went back and
No, you're lying, Correa. You went on Facebook and you made a post on IOTBA page and you stated you took a picture of an email that was sent that you were gonna receive a press pass to the fight.
And Derek took it.
Derek took it. So you just was getting ready to say it was something else.
No,
see, that goes to show you don't even remember. You remember your narrative.
Hold up. Didn't I say Derek took my press pass?
Yeah, but you still was trying to say Dante's Boxing Nation got you in.
Bro, I called Dante Boxing Nation.
Correct. I stayed at Correct. Correct. I stayed Correct. Don't do that.
How the fuck is
Correct. I stayed Correct. When I was down there, I stayed at your Correct. When I was down there, I stayed at your house, Correct. Correct. We were around each other every day. I stayed at your house, Correct. Don't lie.
Kwame, look, how are you gonna tell me how I got my press pass?
I'm gonna tell you.
All right, well, hold on.
Because what people do when they're wrong. I'm gonna tell you something. What people do when they're wrong. What people do when they're wrong.
This the thing right here. You gonna say what you gonna say, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Bro, what people
do. No. That's just gonna be. So I see what that's just gonna be an uphill.
That's why you cut me off because you don't want me to spill it.
Hold up. Did I get in the fight or not?
You absolutely did, but it wasn't through no press pass you got from anybody but that lady the night before. And it was the wrong press pass. It was a press pass to that one, but the person at the door saw the pass and didn't know and let you in. And you called me and said, "Yo, they let me in." That's what you said. And then you sent me a screenshot of your ticket to bring me down there with you because you didn't have to use your ticket to get in.
Okay, so what the fuck? I got down there, didn't I? All right, hold up. That was fine. I got down there, though, didn't I?
You did. I'm not arguing about that.
Okay, so the thing is, Kwame, I got into the fight. That ain't the thing we talking about. You got mad, and like you said, you was off that run.
Did he disappear? Did I disappear?
I don't know what happened. Ayo, you still there? Ayo.
I didn't like. I really was. I didn't want to do all this tonight, man. It's just not what I do. You know, I'm not the type of person who's going to get on a show or start lying on people. I don't do shit like that. That ain't me. I got better shit to do with my life than being some fuck shit like that. You know, so I can remember everything because it's the truth. But what happens is people do fucked up shit and then they lie to themselves about it over a course of years and then they believe the lie because that's how they defended themselves about what they did. I
think we got to this point because you was trying to say you brought up the Errol Spence with the drinking and all this shit. And then you mentioned that you was in the club and you seen him partying. So that's when I interjected. I was like, well, damn, you was one of the niggas watching Errol Spence. Why you didn't say shit?
First off.
Wait a minute. Now you cut me off. So that's how we got to this point.
Okay, go ahead. No, you're right.
That's how we got to this point. So I was like, well, damn, if you couldn't tell Earl or somebody else to say something to Earl, then how would you be able to tell somebody else about this shit that quote unquote IOTBA said?
Well,
so that's how we got to this point,
right? And you're 100%.
Hey, hold up. Yeah, then look, see, this is the thing right here. I ain't heard what was going on and what was said.
Hey, somebody shit cracking in the background, man. Fix your audio.
It ain't me, is it?
Go ahead, Ayo.
So this is where it cracks at right here. See, the thing is, fuck all what he talking about what happened. This nigga admitted that he said he was on some rum that night, and he said it to the whole world.
And he got mad because of my reaction towards him. And he gonna say, oh, it's because I was doing this and I was doing that. Now, E3, the Black Picasso,
Yes, sir.
you do you let me make it on anything I say?
Fuck no. We argue all the time.
E3, do I get mad at you for calling me a Neanderthal
No.
or any other harsh name?
Not at all.
Look, don't you see me battle with every niggas out here doing that?
Facts.
Since you've been on me. So the
Yep.
thing with Kwame, like I told him, he got a little bit too emotionally involved. You could be emotionally involved and still be sharp as a tack where you don't have your emotions into it. Because it's a proven fact with me and you. We done yelled at each other hundreds of times on the live about, especially leading up to this Terence Crawford and Errol Spence.
You talking about me and you, Ayo?
Yeah, me and you.
Oh yeah. That's a yeah.
So with Kwame, for him, like fuck anything else that happened. This started because he said on live what he said, and he admitted that shit. And then he got mad because of my reaction, because Kwame, yeah, you knew about it. Me and you was talking to each other how me and Derrick James was into it. Why would you tell that to the whole world?
As I said.
No, can I go, bro? I was off of
You asked the
No,
question. You don't
I'm
want me to
talking
answer
to
it?
E3. I'm talking to E3. And like I said,
okay.
Why would that be said to the entire world? Now, Cuz say he apologized. It took 5 years until now to get this apology. It's been a lot of tarnish on my name and say I said this and I said that because Cuz say he was drunk that night. And he should, and things slipped out for where it slipped out. He want to come back to the fact, oh, it's been 5 years. Oh, I know that drive the wedge between us. But you on here telling the world how me and you was super tight, which is absolutely true. I ain't gonna knock that. But it was because you was drinking that night. You stated what you stated and you said that. So for anybody to think our TBA in the wrong about anything, that's some bullshit, right? Because see, I looked at this guy different, because me and him both, was there for each other. If I needed something, he helped me, and likewise. So I ain't gonna take away from that part of the situation, because we was cool like that. We was cool like that. But like I stated, it started because he knew that me and Derrick James had a problem. E3, just like I talked to you about offline, man, you have conversations about shit.
Yep.
You ain't never got mad at me to where, you got offended by what I said, or I got offended by what you said and said something and stuff like that. So that's the root of it. People could say, oh, this went on after that. Oh, this went on after that. I want people to understand where the root of it was from. Fuck if I was going around saying that. Like niggas say, I was saying Derrick James was stealing fighters. That was true. He stole fighters. Now, if that's a lie, tell me I'm lying. He stole fighters, but like I told everybody, we was into it. I was saying some malicious things about Derrick James and Errol Spence. I already explained that. Because when you went to it, you went to it. Because my name held just as much, it wasn't as big as theirs, but my name held just as much weight where I could talk my shit. And look at me now. I'm still here now, still doing my thing, still going to cover these events, hosting these amateur tournaments and hosting different events like that. I'm still doing that. But it all started, and I never knew this until now, because Cuz said he was drinking too much. So that just showed me right there. Cuz always had a problem with me. I like, that's just how I see it.
Wow. That's what you got from.
Hey,
That's
Quan,
what you. That's what you
hold
got from
on, y'all.
that.
This is how we gonna do this. Kwame, go ahead and respond to what Ayo said. Then we gonna wrap this shit up, man.
Cool.
Go ahead, man. Let's
Cool,
get
man.
some sort of resolution to this.
Yeah, cool, man.
Go ahead, Kwame.
So your perspective of how you see it on your side, that's cool because that's your reality. My perspective on how I see it on my side was, for me, the way you spoke to me again after what I said to you in Texas, and we had a falling out where I said you was being disrespectful before. It was becoming an ongoing theme for me. So you feel like, oh, it all started from that comment, but it didn't all. Maybe that comment triggered something, but it didn't all start from that comment. Because as I said, I told you, I said to you, we sit in the car. I said, correct. I said, I'd rather you and I, because we brothers, because we related, we called each other brothers. I said,
Oh my, you said that already.
I said, we're brothers. I said, I'd rather we just fight than be disrespectful to each other because brothers fight, one win, one lose, and then they just keep it pushing because that's how close I felt to you.
But I was trying to get you to
at-
understand boxing talk is boxing talk.
you got to let me finish speaking.
That's what I was trying to get you to
E3,
understand.
I mean, got to be something out of
Hey,
it.
let them finish, Ayo. Go ahead, so we can wrap this shit up.
Right.
Go ahead, lawyer to the game.
So for me, again, it wasn't as if I said that night because you addressed it on the show that night. You was like, "Oh, Kwame, why would you do that?" Blah blah blah. Blah. I remember that. Then the next day, because this was when you literally these were the first shows that you were doing on YouTube. Period. The first shows that you and I were working on something to build something together. The first shows. The second show, when it was time for us to go on, I didn't get no invite. Now this is something we supposed to be building together.
Bro, I don't even remember that.
Of course you don't remember, but I remember it.
Bro, Kwame.
You still
You talking
bro,
about the next day?
I just allowed you to say your piece.
Let them finish, bro.
Ray,
Let
I
them finish,
allowed
Ayo,
you to
so we
say
get
your
off this.
piece.
Go ahead, Kwame.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kwame.
It went into the next day because that night was over. I thought it was over. You said what you said. We spoke. The next day, I got no invite to the show that we were supposed to be building together. And then you had another guy on there talking about what I did and talking about me, as you said, in front of the world. And then, see, because you made it seem like, oh, I just was texting you paragraphs. I was texting you during the show based on what you were saying about me in front of everybody because of what I said the night before. And then as
I woke up that morning.
I gotta finish. Because I mean, it's evident that I have a better memory of what happened than you do for detail.
All right, okay.
Right. So the next day when we were supposed to do a show, this is 24 hours later, after I said whatever I said, I got no invite. You had someone else on the show, and you were talking about me publicly to everybody. That's not what brothers do, first off. They don't do that. And then I sent you text messages while you were on the show talking about me to everybody. And your response was shut up. You like a little girl, this, that, and the other. And then that's when I stated, see, now I'm gonna let you know how it happened and you got caught. And I'm gonna let you know. So in that text, because I remember the situation. In the text
am I
message,
gonna get to go again, or we're gonna keep it at that? Because you said that something about you gonna let me.
How does this work? Does he talk and just say his shit?
Ayo, let this nigga finish talking, bro, so we get off here. I'm trying to come to some sort of conclusion for the both of y'all, man.
Talking E3. I talked for a minute and a half. I shut up. He go on for 5 minutes.
You know why he's
Ayo, now you talk more than that, bro. Let this nigga finish, bro. Go ahead, lawyer to the game.
Thank you. So I'm gonna tell you how you got caught, because when I was texting you during the show, I text you that I said, "Damn, nigga," I said, "That's fucked up." I said, "But I should have expected that because you turned on Earl because Derek wouldn't let you in the gym." And then you responded to that shit saying, "So what, bitch ass nigga?" And I sent it to Earl people. That's why Earl calls you on the show, because he saw the text message and your response to it.
So wait a minute. So hold on. So you did send it to Earl and his people?
No, I sent it to his people. I don't know Earl like that. I sent to his people, and he saw
Okay,
it.
so
That's
but
how
you
you.
knew. Hold on. So you knew it was gonna get back to Earl, though, right?
Yes, that was my point. I
Okay,
was
go
at that
ahead.
point. I was
So,
done with the nigga.
all right. So let me just say this real quick. So E3, he said
I'm listening,
so.
man.
I know we can cut it off this. I'm
No,
just making 20
I'm
seconds.
just saying I'm listening. Good.
He said that he was drinking too much, and he should have said what he said.
Yeah.
Then he said, so he shouldn't expect me to still be mad the next day after this nigga done blabbed on
man.
YouTube.
Man, that sound like something Blood would do, man. You must be tight with Blood.
Mm.
Damn, nigga snitching like a
Say he
motherfucker.
wouldn't say Fish. He don't think I'm gonna be upset the next day.
First off,
Still,
snitching is when a person, when two people.
Nah, you can
Nah,
define it
loyal to the
however you
game, bro.
want.
You just owned up to it, bro.
No,
There ain't
I
no way
owned up to
around it.
what.
Like,
No, listen,
listen, I'm gonna let you
I
speak,
admit
bro.
to
Let me
what I
say this
did.
real quick, and I'm gonna let you and Ayo have it for about.
no, I'm
10
done.
more
I'm
minutes,
done.
bro.
I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Okay,
talking.
okay, but yeah, like, bro, regardless of what y'all had going on, you had no business sending that shit to Earl or whoever, bro. In my personal opinion,
At all.
Listen,
Man, that's
I think that's why
look,
Ayo so mad, bro. Don't you think?
hey, that's how he took. That's how he took it. I mean, for
I ain't
me,
know
You
that's
don't
what
think you
you
don't
said.
think you wrong for that?
You just said what you did, bro. That's why he was mad. Like that was malicious, bro. Like, you
that's
had
a
a
cop. That's a
ulterior motive
cop.
to say, well,
Hey,
fuck it.
that's a
He did me like this, so I'm gonna do him like that. Let me send this to Earl now.
hey
Yeah.
man.
Text message took it over the head. The text
Hey
message took it
Come
over the
on,
head.
bro.
Hey, check this out. Hey, E3, I said I earlier I was gonna grab him by his thong, man, and throw him out the ring, man. This a ladder match, so we go ahead and do this, my nigga.
Already, man. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on the panel,
Hey,
man.
E3, my bad, bro.
No,
My
we
bad,
good.
bro.
I'm just glad we got some sort of
Yeah, nah,
conclusion
because
to all the
I just see.
rumors and
I'm glad the truth out there now.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
niggas been saying
Yeah, we
that I've been lying for
yeah, only
5 years, bro.
police we love is Last Puma. Last Puma real police. We don't want
They
the
thought
fake police.
niggas been saying I've been lying
Straight
for
up,
5
We
years
don't fuck
about
with the
this shit.
Hold
whole
on,
blood
let's
police.
hey,
Yeah.
let's hear what Ayo got to say, man. Go ahead, Ayo.
I say niggas been saying I've been lying about this shit for 5 years. This nigga
Yeah.
get on here and say, "Oh, I said that because I was drinking too much. You was talking to me like this, nigga. When you talk, this nigga say he kept getting mad at me because, nigga, I kept trying to. I can't not go at you like I'm going at everybody else. You think I'm finna be soft at you, and then you get in your feelings about that because I can't agree with you. I'm supposed to just agree with you on shit." Because you think we real tight. This is a perfect example, E3. You don't give a fuck who I am. Nigga, if you got a disagreement with me, nigga, you gonna argue that shit to the core, nigga. And you ain't gonna go give 2 fucks. It ain't gonna be no feelings or emotions involved like that, nigga. That's what boxing talk is about. I've been trying to tell the world for this, right? Nigga been lying like a motherfucker, bro. Just just doing some dumb shit. Like, even said I got knocked out in New York. He was running with that shit. And
Yeah,
he
niggas
said
been
on
running with that.
and he
Yep.
said on here
Yep.
tonight, because I kept trying to tell E3, I told you I was with that nigga the whole time.
Hey man, that's it, man. The motherfucker said you got knocked out and niggas stuck his motherfucking cell phone up your ass. I'm like, man, these niggas is wild, man. We gonna get rid of these niggas one at a time, my nigga.
And it's just crazy though, because it's like I'm just glad, like I said, look, me and Derrick James was into it. Right? I was, talking my shit because I'm like, damn, nigga, I ain't tell you to shut up. Earl told you to shut the fuck up.
Which is fair. Which is fair. I would have been looking at him like, well, damn, nigga, be mad at Earl, not me.
And nigga tell me, oh, I can't come to the gym no more, or try to talk to me like he think I'm like, the fuck you think I am? Like, it ain't no problems no more with Derrick or Earl, but they had me fucked up, and I tried to explain that shit on my live the other day. And then for Errol Spence, for me and him to be this cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for this nigga to just believe something somebody say instead of hitting me up because we was tight like that.
Yep.
Like, and this nigga Noah, he speak on the compo fight. Like Earl told me, I got in the sprinter with Earl. This nigga had to go get in his car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad.
Yeah,
the
that was
truth
my
finally
thing. Like,
came
bro,
out,
you
man.
holding Terence Crawford accountable for all this goofy ass shit he be doing. All right, cool. But what about all the shit Earl was doing, which has kind of led to this point of us getting on this topic?
And the only thing that he was trying to do, E3, is get in position. He was trying to put himself in position, and that shit still didn't work with him. He thought, oh, let me try to snake out TBA out because niggas saw the way I was moving, and he wanted to get in position. And that was you heard him say, I was happy when Errol Spence did that to him.
Yeah, he said that.
Don't
Yep.
lie.
I pressed him on it. Yep, he said that.
That nigga said
Oh, his
he was
intentions
happy.
wasn't pure, bro. It was to get back at you, obviously.
But
A lot of truth came out, boy.
But at least he was man enough to finally admit it.
But this was the point. I didn't start it. He did. He said he was drunk. And that's why he said it.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So it's crazy how nigga try to throw shit on me. Oh, you was talking to me like that. He said, and I told you this man, the man in your face. Nigga, I have no records of that. Mr. Q, this nigga
Yes, sir.
about, look, and I ain't saying whoop, this nigga like 5'7".
We get it, Io. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying though, and I ain't even talking
E3.
down on
E3.
But then the way he said that,
you know, Io pulled up on me this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I know where Io going with this, and I'm in 110% agreement. I don't believe he told that nigga in his face that he quote unquote fight this linebacker, this buff ass nigga. I don't believe that.
This big burly motherfucker.
Big black
You know what I'm saying?
Like, E3, hey, look,
Man, fuck that shit. I want to fight IO. Fuck that shit.
Hey, Mr. Golden, IO built like Earl Campbell, man.
I don't want to give a damn. That nigga would be like goddamn Herschel Walker. I want to fight his motherfucking ass. What's up, IO?
With no shoulder pads.
Hey, I appreciate you, E3, the Black Picasso, man, for real.
Optimus Primal.
Now, nigga, like, I'm just glad that shit out the way. I'm glad real niggas got a chance to hear that shit because, like, E3, I've been telling my same story for years, right?
Yeah.
You know, of course, you may get a little fumble in the past 5 years on your remembrance of everything to the T. But he admitted to what I said.
Yeah, he owned up to it. He said he was drunk. He said he got in his feelings and he sent the text to not Earl directly, but to his people. But my thing is, which is how we got to this point, you keep bringing up all these excuses about Earl drinking and not living the right lifestyle as a boxer. You seen him in the club, my nigga. Why you didn't say nothing? That's what I said to him. Like, or you could have somebody that was cool with him say, hey, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, if you really a fan of this nigga, if you really looking out for him the way that you claim, but then you want to turn around and give Bud all this fucking smoke. I don't get that. Because if I see Bud in the club drinking, or if I got access to a nigga that got access to him, I'm like, damn, bro, like, man, tell this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga trip.
And like
I ain't no
said,
fucking yes man. But go ahead.
like the snake part in him, yeah, but I ain't saying that when me and him was cool, that we didn't help each other out. Like, that part, I'm not going to sit up here in front about, bro. Like, if I needed something, cuz would give it to me or vice versa, bro. At the time, because we was locked in like that. And when you locked in with everybody on here know, when you locked in with somebody you real tight with, you can reach out to the motherfuckers. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened, bro. But I'm just glad that shit came out the way it came out tonight. You know, niggas been calling me lies for years. Niggas been saying I got knocked out, had an iPhone, what they say, up my ass fix, you know, all that shit.
They had that son bitch turned up sideways. Your candy ass.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And look, and it's this bitch ass
nigga did you like that?
Man, hell no, bro. I was with that nigga the whole time. Bro, I was, hold up, the nigga I was,
You let that nigga think How you let niggas stick an iPhone up your ass?
Man, Mr. Golden.
Hey,
No,
they had Io hanging out the Statue of Liberty in his tighty whities, man.
hey, them niggas was saying, I said, are you through? Are you finished? I'm like, are you through? Are you finished? Like, a nigga's gonna have to kill me. Nigga, like,
Io, they said
You
you
said
got
they gave you a wedgie.
You got choked. Nigga choked you out, Io.
He said they gave
and
that
look,
nigga a wedgie.
and I'm glad Kwame came on here and said that I was with him the entire nigga. And look, you know what's crazy about it, y'all? It was a turnaround trip. I came there on a Saturday and I left on a Sunday. I came there on a Saturday afternoon, like about 2 or 3 o'clock. And like he said, I did call Derrick James. Where my media pass at? Like whoop-de-whoop. Like niggas don't understand E3 how much work I put in. I ain't saying I was fighting or training for Derrick James or Errol Spence, but nigga, that shit wasn't given to me for free. Nigga, that shit was earned by all the work I put in arguing with all these niggas and like whoop-de-whoop doing my just due. But hey, man, I'm just happy. I apologize, E3 bot, because I know that shit right there.
Man. Hey, man, we got to let the truth come to the power and the power come to the truth, man.
Man,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? Hey, man, but shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Let's go ahead and do closing thoughts, man. Go ahead, Ayo, closing thoughts,
Hey,
man.
man, shout out to E Thriller, the Black Picasso, Go Thriller. Shout out to my right brothers, General Big Fish, Mr. Q. Shout out to Stephen Brimley. I forgot to give Brimley his love tonight. Like, I was shocked to hear what Brimley had to say about the situation. So kudos to Stephen Brimley, Mr. Golden, Jay Cooley, and whoever else I missed on the channel. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, Ayo. All right, man, going out to Jay Cooley. Closing thoughts, my guy.
Already, man. Y'all stay up, man. And y'all still got something going, you know what I'm saying? Much love to each other because y'all wouldn't even been on the panel and try to go through that shit. But y'all stay up and much love to all y'all.
I already appreciate you, Jay Cooley, man. All right, man, going out to Mr. INTJ. Closing thoughts, my guy.
Shout out Thriller and shout out to everybody on the panel tonight, everybody. And actually, the topic was still on point. You know, it was a good back and forth. And at the end of the day, everybody got some truth out of everything. You know what I'm saying? And everybody get to kind of see where each person's coming from. But besides that was a good chat tonight. And shout out to the panel.
All right, man. Appreciate you for coming on. Shout out to my dogs in the blaster, man. All right, man. Going out to Goldie Loke. Closing thoughts, my guy.
Well, I'm with the bullshit. I'm finna be on some bullshit. I want to find out about the iPhone up the asshole. Ow. You let a nigga give you the wedgie. You got no to talk shit to me today. Oh, hell to the dog.
Mr. Golden, I will raise a Ramon clothesline.
I ain't said nothing to you. That's my time. What you always say when you first come on your show? I'm with this bullshit again.
Go ahead, Goldie Loke.
Nigga knock you out. Did he put some grease on the iPhone before he stuck it up your ass? Look at that, fellas. Man, it was a good show, but I think I got to get that nigga back, man. You know, it was a good show, man. Even though we got off topic and everything, but at the end of the day, Buzz still gonna knock that nigga ass out of the. That's all, you know. Down to it. I'm going to take me some more high blood pressure pills. Y'all got my nerves all upset.
You do that because you was wilding earlier.
Goddamn real. I had 2 damn pills fucking with Big Fish today. But anyhow, at the end of the day, man, it's a good show. Keep up the good work, my brothers, and catch y'all on the rebound, man. Good night.
Already, man. Going out to the BFB Master Q, the ring master. Closing thoughts, my guy.
Oh man, this was a classic right here to epic proportion. Epic proportion. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? This was the one time that I didn't have a Stephen Brimley moment. Please let me speak. Let me speak. This was one of the times where I just really wanted to listen. Everybody and their mama calling my phone, knocking me out the panel, pissing me off. But, oh man, I enjoyed the show tonight. Trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna listen to that show earlier because man, I heard Mr. Golden acted up real bad, but I just ain't heard it yet. But I'm gonna
I
listen
ain't did a
to it
goddamn
early.
thing. They lying on me. They lying on me. They lying on me, Q.
If they
Some of
lying on you, they lying on you. But I tell you
they got
what,
the owl lying on me.
I heard that you went off so much that man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? The Brimleys is coming sooner rather than later, or hell, I might need to. We might have to rename that shit if you went off that goddamn bad. The way I
I
heard.
would owl
Actually, you can just say that it's
on
the
that
Golden
bullshit.
Brimleys.
Owl on that bullshit.
I like that. The Golden Brimleys. Oh my god.
Owl was on that bullshit.
But other than that, until the next time, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace out to the pack. Peace out to everybody that joined the panel. And last but not least, peace out to the Wright brothers, man. Peace out to my niggas.
I already appreciate that, Ring Master Q. All right, man. Going out to my guy. Is that Stephen Brimley? Is that Stephen Brimley?
Is that Stephen Brimley?
Let me finish speaking,
No, nigga,
please.
shut your whole ass up.
No,
That's
I'm
Stephen
not a hoe,
Brimley.
man. Don't talk
Shut
to me
your
like
whole
that,
ass
bro. I'm
up.
trying to have a
Nobody want to hear
conversation
you,
with you.
nigga.
Shut the
Don't
fuck
nobody
up for
want
a
to hear you,
fucking
nigga.
second.
You a whole ass
Shut the
nigga,
fuck
dog.
Shout out to Master Khalid, man. Go ahead, bro.
All right, yo. I appreciate you coming on. You know, I always look forward to when you come on, man. Shout out to everybody who pulled up on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. There was a lesson behind all this, though, and there's one thing that I will speak on. I don't always take people's word for what they say about someone else. I judge based on their own individual character and how they move. So if somebody else says something about somebody else, I'm not going to be automatically running with it. And that might be the lesson about that, which kind of ties into the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford situations that we spoke on, where we taking words from other people, but at the end of the day, we should just go by what these guys are saying. And unfortunately for us as fans, both of the fighters have thrown cold water on topics that they both have created in the past and we've ran with as fans. So the lesson is, man, just look for the fights, take these guys' word as a grain of salt, root for who you root for, and enjoy the shit because a lot of this shit is cap. It's a business, and at the end of the day, these guys are going to play whatever play or use whatever words that's going to benefit them, whether they're true or not. And I think that's a lesson behind that after this conversation in regards to IO. Because when I heard about this situation, but I never spoke on it, nor did I care enough to speak on it because it's not my fucking business. One and two. I didn't know IO at the time, so I'm not gonna sit here and run around and cape on some shit. So I never was gonna slander IO based off of some other shit that somebody else done said that I don't fucking know about. And that's the problem within the community itself is a lot of people do shit like that, and I can't. That's not a jacket that I can rock with. And you know that's part of the reasons why I spaz out on certain shit because niggas do funny style shit and talk about shit that ain't fucking boxing. You know, keep it fucking boxing, my niggas out here for real. Like, let's talk about the fight, and we got a great fight coming up in less than in 2 fucking weeks, bro. So you know, let's just talk about who gonna win this shit. All this other shit we talking about, both of these niggas been capping. Fuck it, we here. So I appreciate you, my brother, and y'all all have a blessed one.
All right, appreciate that, Brim. And the last but not least, going out to my motherfucking brother in real life, the General Big Fish. Take us home, man. Closing thoughts.
Hey, Go Thriller, you put on a great performance tonight, man. We appreciate the topic, man. The truth has to be heard, whether you like it or not. So this is you can't talk about check left hooks all the fucking time. This is for conversation purposes only. If you don't like what you're hearing, you know what the fuck to do. So Stephen Brimley, I hear your overall message. I agree with the sentiments, but fuck that. We gonna talk about this, continue to talk about it because it's something that can't happen in the future. We gotta hold these people accountable to what they say and they action. Stephen Brimley, that's how we doing, man. You can't be mad at us for that.
No,
But
I'm not mad at you at all. Real shit, bro. Sorry about that.
yeah, no, it ain't nothing. You my dog, Bramley. You got the right to your opinion. I hear what you're saying. You always want to highlight the good in boxing, but my job is to do the opposite. so, hey, to my right brother Q, man, I think we need to do a takeover, man. I want to talk about the real boogeyman in boxing, the man who told Bud Crawford, "You better say Errol Spence ain't duck shit. Sit down and shut up. Be nice. You act like you from South Omaha, not North Omaha." So I want to highlight the biggest man in boxing.
You talking about the
Al
one that's about to
Hammond.
lose?
What you think about that, Q? How he done made all these super fights this year? I think we want to talk about that this weekend.
I think Q dropped off, Fish, but I'm pretty sure he gonna have something to say in the chat.
Yeah. The power of the Al Heyman and the PBC. Al Heyman in boxing. Yeah, Thriller. That's all I got, man. This was a great night. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man.
So basically, Big Fish, you saying Al Heyman told Bud this?
Shut up. Be quiet. Humble yourself.
Yeah. Hey, that's what Mr. Golden said. He playing nice. Mr. Golden said, he playing nice. He want Earl to be confident going into this fight. I'm like, what?
I ain't
Mr. Golden, come on, Mr. Golden. So,
hey,
man,
everybody's
Al Heyman got these boys in check, man.
Hey, man, but shout out to everybody that pulled up on me on the panel, man. Shout out to Goldie Lowe. Shout out to his dad, Stephen Brimley. Shout out to Io. Shout out to Loyal to the Game. Shout out to the BFB Master Q. Shout out to Mr. INTJ. Shout out to Jay Cooley. How can I forget you? Shout out to my Earl Sexual brother. Man, shout out to everybody in the Wolf chat. Shout out to the Playback Gang. Shout out to everybody that sent me a super chat. And if you enjoy the show, drop some comments in the chat. Make sure y'all go sub up to my backup channel so I can get remonetized. It's Goat Thriller. I think that's it. I think it's just Goat Thriller. Goat Thriller, man. Make sure y'all go sub up. Hold on, man. Q done slid back in the ring on me. What you got to say, Q, before I close the show, bro?
Hey, man, I just got to say one thing, man, because, the night was so epic. I didn't mind taking the back seat tonight, but Stephen Brimley still on the panel. My brother, Stephen Brimley.
Yeah, you know I am, Q. Talk to me, good man.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is for you and Miss T. I love both of y'all, but I need you to repeat after me. Can you repeat this after me? I need you to say.
Go ahead. It depends.
All right. I need you to say P. Come on.
P.
B. Come on.
That nigga some stupid shit.
Hold on. B. C.
Oh, PBC did they fucking thing this year. I've been saying that. They don't make shit this year. They did what they supposed to do.
Hold on, bro. I need you to repeat after me. All right, we got PBC. I need you to repeat. Ain't.
PBC ain't going no fucking where.
They ain't going nowhere, Brim. They ain't going nowhere. I need you and Miss T to understand they ain't going nowhere. They got the best fighters in boxing. They giving us the best fights in boxing. They better not go nowhere.
Well, the thing is, they performing under pressure. I told Steven Espinosa directly, you guys are performing under pressure. And and if pressure is what makes you perform like this, I want them to always be under pressure. So thanks to Paramount, the suits at Paramount for putting the pressure on them because they fucking performing. Bottom line, as much as I gave them grief, I'll give them the same energy for props.
Already, man. I appreciate that. Hey, man, I got to get off this horn, y'all, man. Shout out to everybody once again on the panel. Shout out to the Playback Gang. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This was a 3-hour show. I hope I made up for the missing, being MIA and not going live like I used to. I'm going to try my best to get back on it, man. But y'all got to understand, I got a fam and I got shit to handle. But believe you me, the closer we get to this fight, I'm going to try to go live every single fucking day. And if I don't, y'all call me out on it. Until next time, we are gone. Holla.
Cue the heat.
I got your shit. Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddamn.
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish frying while season and marinate. Every season, it's no reason and just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama mentality, stop fouling me, I'm goaded. Body shots got them folding, every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud, smoke these niggas Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time, point me to the limelight, mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay, all the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's
I
never been
fucking
anybody
wait.
better. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it.